to beautiful, sunny 8801 Cheviot Road, home of the Colerain Cardinals. We got some beautiful Saturday morning football action for you. This is Chris Imanitis with WeAreColerain.com and Waycross Community Television, bringing you Ohio High School football varsity action. We have got a beautiful day here at Colerain Stadium, a continuation, if you will, of last night's postponed game. We've got the St. Xavier Bombers visiting the Colerain Cardinals. This is a battle that has become an annual affair between two Southwest Ohio heavyweights, and we could not be more excited to bring it to you live here at Colerain High School. Along with Brandon Wyatt and Brian Wyatt, we've got Mike Ward, the entire WeAreColerain.com crew, as well as Waycross Community Media and all the fantastic jobs they do. And we cannot wait to get this thing started. Brian and Brandon, it's a beautiful morning. Two great powers, two great heavyweights. Brandon, you were just getting ready to tell us, and for those of us watching you on television and tape delay, the game got moved from last night. A lot of build-up, a lot of hype. Pushed to this morning. What does that do to the psyche and the preparedness of these players on both sides?
Hey, you're all hyped up. You're all psyched when you get a look at it as we get to see St. X get their little huddle. It's just a reset. You had all that adrenaline last night as the Cardinals take the field. You got to just reset your mind, refocus. But that's not going to be a problem for either one of these teams. They're both well coached. They're both well organized. Both of these coaching staffs had these kids in here earlier this morning, making sure everyone was ready and everyone was in the right mental state to do this thing all over again.
You know, two nationally ranked teams, top 25 according to USA Today, get the battle, but a lot of people don't know they're just miles apart. This is a backyard brawl between the St. X Bombers and the Colerain Cardinals.
Now, just as a reminder, there was the coin flip about 12 hours ago.
And actually, not only did the coin flip yesterday, they actually, by Ohio rules, they actually had to reset. Now, they didn't reflip, but they just had to go through the captainly procedures.
Yep.
Captains met at midfield, and they reconfirmed. Cardinals won the toss, deferred. St. X will receive the ball first.
So moving left to right on your radio dial will be the St. Xavier Bombers offense, which is led by Penn State recruit quarterback Sean Clifford. He is a junior, class of 2017, very highly touted. There's one thing that we're going to see in the St. Xavier offense, and of course, Brian will be going through the starters for both teams as we get started here in the broadcast. And again, for those of you listening and watching live on WeAreColerain.com, we encourage you to email us here in the booth, radio@WeAreColerain.com. We'd love to hear from you, where you're listening from. If you've got a shout-out to a player, we'd love to give it to you. So this St. X offense is tall. They're lengthy. They've got a huge tight end, Brian. What does St. X do offensively that Colerain has got to be prepared for as we get ready for kickoff?
Well, normally they have just a dominant offensive line, and we'll see that one big recruit there to watch out for. But they're just power football. They'll mix it up, a little bit of the spread, a little bit of everything. They got deep enough personnel to situational substitution to get the players they want for the plays they want. So getting back here, getting ready to kick off, Christian Dineski for the Colerain Cardinals, Hayden Speck and Louis Raines back for the Bombers.
So Christian Dineski, senior punter, puts the ball low and line drive, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 2-yard line. So not exactly the kind of start you want if you're the Colerain defense. St. X is going to get the ball to start off the game on the 35-yard line.
But it is high school, you said 35, so it's not good, but it's not completely terrible where the Bombers might start at the 40 if it was the NFL, and it's not terrible because the Bombers did not get a good return.
Yeah, well, look, your starters on defense for Colerain Cardinals. Outside linebacker, Daryl Gardner. We've got Devin Williams, Chris Albert, Howard Watkins on the defensive line. Other outside linebacker, Ryan Davis. Your linebackers in the middle, Dan Bolden and Kyle Bolden. Defensive backs, Amir Reap, Deontay Jones, Darian Beavers, and Kevin Hyde.
As we said now, Sean Clifford under center. He throws it. It's a screen pass to number 10. Immediately tackled, taken down by number 12 for the Colerain Cardinals after about a 1-yard gain.
Just quick bubble screen to the outside, and that's Dan Bolden, middle linebacker, the super sophomore. Reads it right away. Amir Reek gets nice pressure from the outside.
I was about to say, they got real lucky. Nick Arthur not going to come up in your stat book, but he did a good job getting the hand on Reap because Reap read it right away and was about to make the play.
Did pick up 3, brings up a 2nd down and 7.
So again, number 14 for the quarterback, Sean Clifford under center for the St. Xavier Bombers. So we've got pre-snap whistles.
Looked like the play clock was going to go a little bit along.
No.
Nope.
They had
too
so
many
what
minutes.
happened is the fullback went in motion and then the wide receiver went in motion. So rather than incur the 5-yard penalty, Steve Specht and the St. X Bombers need a timeout.
That'll give us opportunity to announce the starting lineup for the St. X Bombers. On the offensive line, the big recruit we talked about, that big 77, Mac Buckhorst. And we got other offensive linemen, Alex Dieters, Jake Childs, Nick Arthur, and Nick Meyer. Your quarterback, Sean Clifford. But watch out, we'll see a dual quarterbacks at times. We'll probably see Pete Rumpke come in now and then. Your wingbacks, Noah Davis and Colton Paul, along with wide receivers Sam Ackenbauer, Sean Profit at tailback, and your fullback Jake Burkle.
Noah Davis, the big tight end recruit for the Bombers. He is a Michigan State commitment.
Has he committed?
Or I thought he was. Maybe I'm right.
Here we go, man in motion for St. X under center. Once again, it's a handoff right up the middle, and the Colerain defense is there to beat that tailback and take him right down after, again, only about another 1 or 2 yard gain. So it's going to be 3rd down and long for the St. X. I expect to see the Bombers pass on this.
That was power football. They just go straight dive up the middle with Profit, and there's the other Bolden. Your captain, one is Kyle Bolden, right there, no stop. Gains about a yard. 2nd down, and they're going to call it third down. Excuse me, 3rd down, and it's 6 yards.
And it's the names we're going to call all day on defense. Dan and Kyle Bolden. Dan, the son of the athletic director, uncle of the head coach, Kyle, the junior, the head coach Tom Bolden's son.
So 3rd down and 6 for St. Xavier. Clifford takes it, rolls to his left, looks a pass, he throws it. It is incomplete. Incomplete pass intended for number 10 for the St. Xavier Bombers. Tackled immediately on the play. We're going to have a change of possession.
Yeah, 10 on 10 there in the coverage. Colton Paul goes out, little sit at the chain. Kevin Hyde there trying to make the play. A little off on the pass by Sean Clifford. Good rush by the Colerain defense.
That'll bring on the punting squad for the St. X Bombers.
You couldn't ask for a better start defensively for Colerain. Came out, stuffed 2 runs, and forced an incomplete pass. So they're going to get the ball hopefully here in good field position.
Nick Arcuri going to punt for the St. X Bombers. Zach Johnson back for the Colerain Cardinals. Going to set up at about his own 25.
Zach Johnson, a speedy senior tailback for the Colerain Cardinals, also in charge of punt return duty. So snap is back. It's a high kick, not very deep. I expect they're just going to not touch this.
Gets a good bounce.
Oh, he gets it. Yep, Zach picks it up. Smart move on his part, because if he lets that go and it stays in bounds, it's probably going all the way inside the 10. So as it is, Zach Johnson picks it up, and the Colerain Cardinals are going to have it 1st and 10. It looks at about their own 24-yard line. There we go. So that's where they'll start with the Colerain Cardinal offense, this highly touted offense led by senior returning quarterback DeShante Jones. That's the only time I get to say his name, because Brandon takes it on touchdowns.
Yep. Colerain starts throwing 24.
Yep. DeShante Jones takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, runs around the end. He's into the open. He's got enough for the 1st down. He's still on his feet. He passed the 40 and the 45-yard line. Huge run for DeShante Jones on 1st down.
And we saw it last year. Colerain got heavily to the weak side with the quarterback, and maybe St. X anticipated that. Sort of did not cheat to the strong side with their defense there. And DeShante Jones just beats number 21 for the St. X Bombers to the corner.
They'll bring it all the way out to the 45-yard line of the Colerain Cardinals.
Beats the adjuster J.P. Bitzenhofer to the edge.
Now under center. DeShante Jones takes the ball, gives the ball to Manuel Caldwell, who takes it up the middle, picks up about 2, possibly 3 yards on that play, on that 1st down play. So it'll be 2nd down and long for the Cardinals. Brian, can we get our offensive starters for the Cardinals?
The offensive starters for the Colerain Cardinals on offensive line: Brandon Beebe, Howard Watkins, George Williams, Desmond Noel, and Nathan Niehaus. Wide receivers: Darian Beavers and Javon Hicks. Your tailback, Zach Johnson. Fullback, Monolo Caldwell. We'll see another tailback, Gunnar Lindackle. And as you said, at quarterback, DeShante Jones.
So here we go. Single set running back in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Once again, the handoff is to Monolo Caldwell, and he takes it and pushes the ball forward for another positive gain. It's going to be 3rd down and short for the Cardinals as they're standing on the Cardinal head, trying to take it to this St. X defense to start this game off.
What a great push by the left side of the offensive line for the Cardinals. They just took it, created a wall, and it wasn't until Caldwell got to the secondary that he met any Bombers.
Crossing over to the 50 into the 48-yard line, knowing Coach Bolden is gambling. If they don't get in here, they might be going for it on 4th down.
Oh, goodness gracious, I'm testing my heart early. DeShante under center. Takes the ball, gives it to Milo. He's got it, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Deeper into St. X territory, down to the 44-yard line. First down, Cardinals.
A huge block, tight end, offensive tackle, Jacob Niehaus. But we got a bomber down at this moment, so hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one of their big end, Jeffrey Hopkins.
Yeah, and we saw the Cardinals, little different look there. They went 2 tight ends, 2 wideouts, and 1 fullback dotting the single back. We saw the whole left side again with a big push. Niehaus and Jalen Spears leading the way.
So we'll take this brief minute again to thank Waycross Community Media for bringing you to today's game. I was going to say tonight's game. For today's game, just a fantastic group led in the truck by Tony Suarez and all the volunteers whose names are too numerous to mention, but for all they do and the time they give, giving up their Saturday mornings to bring you this action. Cannot thank them enough. Also cannot thank enough the Colerain High School Boosters, which is you, the listening audience, for making what we do possible. This equipment that we have isn't free. Nobody's giving it to us. And the time and the energy that's put in by the Booster organization to make what we at We Are Colerain do is, again, we're so thankful and appreciative for it. And we ask and encourage anyone that's listening, even if you're not a Colerain fan or alumni, if you'd like to donate to the Colerain Boosters, it doesn't take a tremendous amount, does it, Brian?
For as little as $25, you can be a part of the Boosters. And if you're a St. X fan listening at home, thanks for listening and join your Boosters. Not only supporting the athletics, but all the extracurricular and academic activities, not only of Colerain High School, but of Colerain Middle School and of White Oak Middle School. So thank you for everybody and join the Boosters, no matter what school you're from.
You can hear the applause there. Thankfully, number 44, Jeffrey Hopkins, is up, but he's not walking off on his own. It does look like he's putting some pressure on that leg. It looked like he was holding his knee.
Little gingerly up. He's not walking up under his own power.
Nope.
So that's unfortunate for Mr. Hopkins.
Well, that takes out one of the St. X starting defensive line. Let's get quickly to their starters on defense. Mike McEwen, Jake Robb, Jeffrey Hopkins, but it looks like Bobby Jefferson in for Hopkins. Linebackers, Gerbis, Payne, Homer. Your defensive backs, Lockett, Buxett, Bitzenhofer, Speck, and Tetron.
So here we go now. 1st and 10 at the St. X 44-yard line. Man in motion is Linedecker. DeShante drops back to pass, looks to throw. He throws it deep over the cross middle. He's got Devon Hicks at the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Play action. Defeat the fullback, 14 the fullback, and they get the safety cheating up, and the sophomore Javon Hicks, all 6'2", slips behind the defense and takes it to the house. Colerain on the board first.
And we saw it in week 1. Javon Hicks was the starting quarter in week 1, and he saw amazing leaping ability, but he got a little soft in his coverage, got yelled at a lot, learned. Little adjustment this week. He's playing offense, runs a simple post, and goes up, gets the ball, takes it to the house. 6 points. Colerain Cardinals up early.
Christian Denefke for the extra point.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is usually the case, it is good. So, with 9:02 left to go in the opening quarter, the Cardinals strike fast, and they strike first, and they lead the St. Xavier Bombers 7-0 here at the Cage, 8801 Cheviot Road. Let's take a minute and maybe go to the, do we have any emails that we can get to?
We know we got one. Do we have one?
I was telling you to tell the email, but...
Oh, I'll give the email address. It's radio@wearecolerain.com. That's RADIO @wearecolerain.com.
And congratulations to Javon Hicks. That's his first varsity touchdown. So, although a little different, not a Friday night, no emails yet.
Because most people may still be kind of just getting out of bed and getting their kids breakfast and doing what people do on Saturday mornings. They're not used to waking up and, it's almost like we're out on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, but I'm still going to say hi to the Shearer family up in Columbus.
You think they're
Chicago.
Columbus, Chicago. They're probably listening and probably watching, hopefully. Again, we would love to hear from you. Email address radio@wearecolerain.com. We'd love to hear specifically the production quality of what you see. And by that, I mean the technical quality, not the quality of the announcers. You can keep those comments to yourself. Thank you very much.
Denefke lining the kick. Speck and Rains back deep. And like we said with the Boulders in the middle on defense for the Cardinals, Denefke's kick is up.
So Denefke gets under it this time, and he's going to put it halfway deep into the end zone, and we love to see Christian do that. That's the kind of kickoff that we need to have, and Denefke certainly has got the leg to do it. The St. Xavier Bombers unable to have a return. They will start off 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So just like that, their starting field position just got worse by 15 yards versus their first series.
Well, I was about to say, we're talking about the Bolden's family affair for the Cardinals on defense. You also got it for the Colerain Cardinals, as head coach, or excuse me, for the St. X Bombers.
Yep.
As head coach, Steve Speck has one son, Cameron, who plays offense, and one son, Hayden, who plays defense.
The Bombers back under center, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver.
Here's the ball handoff, and there's some hole up the middle. Good gain and good run for the St. X Bombers. They're going to pick up 12 yards on that run. Just a simple off-tackle run, it looked like, and they get 12.
Great zone blocking by the offensive line. Just man on man, helmet on helmet, just got to push. And Prophet showed great patience waiting for that hole to open up, and it got there. Takes it into the Colerain second level. First down at the Colerain 34.
So St. X quickly to the line, broke their huddle and got there quickly. They're going to go to that quick snap again. Looks like almost the exact same play. Hand off to number 32.
And a huge hit. The sophomore, Danny Bolden.
Yeah, it looks like the Bombers got a huge push and had a lot of room to run, but Bolden from there finds a way through the defenders, or excuse me, through the blockers, and makes the tackle. Short gain for the Bombers.
Yeah, that was number 32, Sean Prophet, who last year got injured midway through the first quarter of the game against Colerain, I believe. And I know he didn't finish off the game, and he was finding success running the ball last year. Let's see how this defense, a year older, a year bigger, can adjust. Man in motion for St. X. Snap is back this time in the shotgun to Clifford. He passes it out to Prophet. He catches it, but he's taken down once again by that Bolden, number 12, on defense.
Well, you got your keys on defense, and we've seen the middle linebackers could be covering Prophet all day. A great battle, evenly matched up. Picks up a couple yards, 3rd down and 4.
So the super sophomore, Danny Bolden, on that tackle. It's now 3rd down and 4. Cardinals have been able to stop St. X one time on 3rd down so far today. Let's see if they can do it a second time.
This is spots where they love to go to the tight end.
Absolutely, he's a big one. In the shotgun, Clifford takes it. He's going to keep it himself and try and pick up the 1st down, and he's going to have just enough to get it. He lowers himself and gets just across the 45-yard line out to maybe the 46. It's going to be enough to move the change for St. X. 1st down Bombers.
Yeah, and you know what? If the last time it was linebacker who made the play in the hole, why not even give it to the running back? Let the running back be one extra blocker. Clifford follows through, picks up the 5 yards for the 1st down.
Not doing anything fancy. We never expect that from St. X. It's just straight ahead, hard-nosed football, taking it right at the Colerain defense.
Now back under center is Clifford. He's been under center, out of center. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looks to pass. He's going to be in pursuit. The ball is thrown, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Pass
and a
intended.
flag behind the play.
We'll see what that was. Pass was intended for number 87. That was Brock Davin.
I think it's somewhere on the defensive line. We'll see where it goes.
Illegal man downfield.
Yep, it's on the offense.
Yeah, they ran play action and tried to stretch the tight end across the field, and the good coverage by Colerain delayed the play a little bit, slowed down the time. Offensive lineman got a little bit past the line of scrimmage, got caught. That's going to be a big penalty. Going to bring it back from the line of scrimmage.
Coach Speck, the head coach of the St. Xavier Bombers, a 2-time state champion head coach himself, not happy with the stripes. He was giving it to him there a little bit. Not sure how much of a debate there is there. A play like that's pretty straightforward, isn't it?
It's kind of interesting.
Or with crickets, maybe it's
well,
not.
I was watching the coaches. There was discussion before the game. Both coaches, Coach Speck and Coach Bolden, good friends off the field, both saying that they're challenging each other for a visor throwing competition during the game. Steve Speck kept his visor on during that argument.
We're sure looking forward to that. 1st down and 15 now, back at their own 41-yard line, trailing 7-0.
Bombers see something. They just gave a signal.
Yep. Clifford drops back. He throws it. It is caught and immediately tackled. Keontae Jones. I get to say his name excitedly because you get the Shante. You get the big brother. I'll take the little brother, Brandon.
And we saw Keontae, and we saw the hand signal there by Clifford to his wide receiver. And that's just a little hand signal, a little check there for a quick little hook. Keontae Jones gets there, but the Bombers do pick up 6 yards, make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, if you're going to play soft, St. X will show patience and just keep hitting the underneath round. They take what you give them.
Now single set back. Sean Clifford, the Penn State recruit, under center. He is a junior. Takes the ball, hands off to Clifford, tries to find the run right over the middle, and he's met by Kyle Bolden in the hole. Very short yardage. It's going to be 3rd down and long.
And I'll tell you what, he's not going to get his name called for the tackle. Bolden gets the cleanup. But Desmond know well that your offensive lineman, defensive lineman, playing both ways for the Cardinals, got all sorts of penetration from the nose guard position, forced the running back to stutter, and Bolden was there to clean up their delay.
And they're going to sub out the Noel in a passing situation.
Desmond hustles off the field, and he's clear. Now 3rd down and 6. Let's see if this Colerain defense can get a stop here. Clifford takes the ball, snaps it. He's in the loose. He throws it. It is caught by number 20. Enough for the 1st down in traffic. Good catch by the Bombers. It's going to have enough to take it even deeper into Colerain territory. 1st down for the Bombers at the 38-yard line.
That was Louis Raines sit down just behind the linebackers in front of the defense, back, found a weak spot in the zones, takes it into the Colerain territory, ball spot at the 38-yard line. 1st down, Bombers.
That's 2 3rd downs in a row on this series. The Bombers have been able to convert. Defense being pressured. Again, this is a good offense and a big offensive line. Again, scored 57 last week in their win over Covington Catholic.
Well, we've seen a lot of play actions. They got the power running game, and then the athletic Clifford, they get him out of the pocket away from the pressure from the Colerain defensive line. This time they're going to drop him back into shotgun.
Back in a shotgun. Clifford takes the ball, drops back, looks to pass, surveys the field, toss it up down the sideline, up against number 1, Amir Reef.
And if you're the Colerain Cardinals, you're going to take that all day. You want to go 1-on-1, we'll take Amir Reef in that situation all day.
If you wanted to write a book and show a video of how to cover receiver 1-on-1, Amir Reef just gave a great lesson right there. Shadowed him until he saw the ball, got his head turned, got his hand up. Perfect coverage by Amir Reef.
Used the sideline as an extra defender.
So now 2nd down and 10. Amir Reef, one of the numerous talented juniors that are on this defense. In fact, I think there's only 1 or 2 seniors starting on this defense. As young as they were last year, they're still young this year, almost entirely populated by juniors. 2nd down and 10 on the Colerain 38-yard line. St. X trailing 7-0, looking to get something going. Number 6 goes in motion for St. X. Clifford takes the ball, hands it off once again. Made a move to number 8 in the back, and he is hit from behind on a good tackle by the Colerain defense. I believe that was the younger spec?
No, that was younger spec on the carry, but Danny Bolden makes the play to slow down the run. Daryl Gardner on the cleanup duty. They do pick up 4, but it's another 3rd down and long pressure, but probably 2 down situation.
Cameron Specht and the Bolden boys, they have a lot of, they played little cards versus the Fairfield system where the Spechts played, they played each other all the way up. So this is just like it was when they were younger.
Absolutely. There's a fake handoff across the middle. Pressure on by number 11. The pass is thrown, and it is intended once again for number Colton, but it is long and it is incomplete. And Mr. Clifford felt a little bit of pressure on that one, didn't he, by number 11?
Ryan Davis there puts the pressure, and Colton Paul was open, but Clifford could not get a good set on the pass, and he overshoots the start.
They're going to lead the offense on the field. As I said, this is 4 down territory.
I like it.
Little too long for a field goal.
A little too short for a punt.
I'm surprised that this actually is too long for a field goal. I know last year they had a heck of a kicker. I admit. I know this year they've got a good one too, but they want to score here. I think they realize they need to put touchdowns on the board, not field goals. So 4th down and 6. Big play for the Colerain defense here early in this game. Let's see what they can do. Snap is back. There's pressure up the middle. Here comes the Bolden. Pass is thrown. Number 20 had it in his hands, brought it down to his hip and just couldn't bring it in. Had that head on a swivel waiting to get hit, but didn't make the catch first.
Louis couldn't reins in that catch right there.
Here we go.
Hit him right in the hands. Louis Raines dropped that one.
I'll tell you what, if Louis Raines does catch that, it's a foot race to that pylon for a touchdown.
But that's a huge stop for the Colerain defense. 1 score in the first quarter. We're down to 4:44 left in this first quarter. Colerain on their 2nd possession. They're looking to add to their lead.
Again, the email address, radio@wearecolerain.com. If you're watching or listening from anywhere in the country, shoot us an email. Let us know where you're listening from. We'd love to hear from you.
We have Emily Hemanitis, Chris, listening
and watching
while they do errands on their iPad.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Look at that technology. Ashante Jones under center, takes the ball, gives the handoff to Monolo Caldwell, and he's met immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Nice stop by the interior line. See what adjustments they make with Monolo Caldwell having success softening up the middle, which opened up the play action. I tell you what, I am really impressed by not just the size, but the height of this defensive line for St. X. A lot of length.
Yeah, they're tall. There's no doubt about it. But they're not getting the push necessarily they think they should. DeShante takes it. Great tackle made. He's going to pick up positive yards on the play, but the St. X defense was not fooled by that.
Yeah, Griffin Buzak comes up from his safety position, limits it to just a one.
About a 2-yard gain, at least on the scoreboard. Now 3rd down and 8, so not a lot of movement there on the first 2 downs. Let's see what Colerain can do on 3rd down and 8. I can tell you one thing they will not do. They will not throw the ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Coach Bolden does not like doing that deep in his own territory. It's just not something he does. Now, they get across the 50, all bets are off. But I'm willing to say they're not going to throw the football here.
Colerain out with 4 wide receivers.
3rd down and 8. I look to see DeShante take this and roll. And he gets taken down for a sack. Looked to throw the ball. There was nothing there. Didn't feel comfortable. Took the sack all the way back at the 26-yard line. And that's going to put the Cardinals in a hole. They're going to have to punt out of it and give the ball back to St. X. And St. X is going to have great starting field position on this, their 3rd series of the game.
Well, good job there by the St. X front. Getting the penetration. The Cardinals spread it out. The defensive front finds some space, gets the quarterback. And also a good play by DeShante, not to just throw in the coverage. Take what you can get, take the sack, and move on and play another day.
Sam Ankenbauer is going to set up at his own 40. Danevsky with the kick.
What a booming kick by Danevsky. Knocks him all the way back to the 30. He catches. He's up to the 35. Gets through a wall of Cardinals, but is met by number 3 at the 40. Pushes forward to about the 43, 44-yard line. You know, I never played the game, and I'm sure those listening aren't surprised to hear that, but that looks as much like an Oklahoma drill as I've seen. Just 2 guys hit right each other, right up, and good battle right there on the field.
Zach Johnson, your starting tailback there. The gunner on the punt coverage makes the tackle.
So St. X, again, better field position than they started last time. Going to start up on their own 44-yard line. 2:42 left to play in this first quarter. Colerain Cardinals leading 7-0.
Here comes Desmond Owen on the defensive line. He's going to do a lot of running in and out of games. I can tell you that right now. Back at that nose guard position. Just saw Blackhorse come down. Boy, he's a big boy. Snap is back to Clifford. He takes it. He rolls to his right. Looks for some running room. He's got some. He's going to get some yards. Taken down. Tackled by number, see what number that is.
Sean
50.
Rumpke. Yep. You talked about it in the opening. You see 2 quarterbacks. Rumpke's the guy. He's going to come in and do that. Just that. He's going to come in, and they're going to run a little wildcat with Sean Rumpke. And he picks up 7 yards on his first carry.
Had, I believe, roughly a 65-yard run last week. He has got wheels. If he breaks away, he can take it the distance. But as you saw, they brought the big tight end, or excuse me, Buckhorse, the big tackle, shifting him from right to left. So if I'm the Colerain Cardinals, they like to run behind him.
They love to do this. St. X does, switching around, doing some things differently. Pete Rumpke takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, runs right up the middle. He's going to have enough for a first down to the Colerain 21-yard line, where it'll be first down Bombers.
And again, Rumpke keeps it, a little zone read, follows behind Buckhorse, and he picks up the first down.
This is where St. X found success playing Colerain in week 2 last year. Of course, I apologize. I don't exactly remember what the score was, but I know that, you know, again, Colerain very young in week 2, kind of learning their way, and St. X kind of hammered him by doing just this, running the football, getting behind that huge offensive line. They've got Division I recruits all over the field, and forcing their will on the smaller, more athletic defense of the Colerain Cardinals. Number 20 in motion. Rumpke once again takes it, fakes the handoff. He had no intention of handing that off. He keeps it, and he's going to run forward and maybe get enough for another first down. I think they're going to mark him just short. A 9-yard pickup for Rumpke, and for the St. Xavier offense, they're moving the ball now.
It's just man on man, hat on hat. They're just using their side and getting a good push up front, this offensive line. They brought in an extra tackle as a tight end, and they're just taking it right at the Colerain Cardinals.
Now, Brandon, I know you are an offensive guy, but are they, is this particular style of play using Colerain's aggression kind of against them?
It's using St. X's strength. You're big, we're bigger than you, and we're just going to push you around.
Once again, number 6 in motion. The ball is handed off to him this time. Number 6, he takes it around the end. There's a hat off the ground, but he's going to get it all the way even deeper into Colerain territory. Definitely picks up the first down to the 22-yard line, where it'll be first down and 10, and the St. Xavier Bombers are knocking on the door.
Yeah, as we know by high school rules, helmet come up, you need to come out of play. That's going to take out one of your extra offensive linemen.
Nick Arthur will have to check out. And the Cardinals have went with this heavy formation on offense. The defense had put an extra defensive lineman. Now they switch back to their base defense.
So Rumpke still in the game. No Clifford to see on this particular drive. Finding success. No need to change it up there. Rumpke takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Good pressure by Ryan Davis in the defense that time. Still positive yard gains, but certainly not the 9-yard chunks we've seen before.
But a big quarterback, he initially hit at the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for a gain of 2.
And a good job that Ryan Davis. He kept contained and followed the quarterback in, closed down, and made the play.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
So after one quarter of play here from Colerain High School, it's your Colerain Cardinals 7. The Xavier Bombers 0.
And thanks again to everybody from Waycross Community Media. The trucks, the cameras, everything you see from this production is run by volunteers. If you like what you want to hear, like what you see, and want to be part of a future production, remember www.waycross.com or .tv/volunteer, or call 513-825-2429. Learn how to run the truck, learn how to run a camera, or get behind the mic. We need you as volunteers. Thank you, everybody, who's helping us out this beautiful Saturday morning from Waycross Community Media.
Not only that, Brian, but if you've got an event that needs to be broadcast and you want it on television for a bigger audience to see, they're more than happy to talk to you about that and getting you on the schedule.
And I got another email. This one from Alyssa Elby, listening as she is on her way. She's a Colerain alum now at the University of Louisville, on her way to watch Louisville play Auburn, but she's still listening to her Cardinals.
So once a Cardinal, always a Cardinal, huh? From Colerain to Louisville. Again, thank you to all of you who are watching and listening, both here locally and around the country or the globe. We appreciate you turning into Colerain High School football here on wearecolerain.com, the official athletic home brought to you by the Colerain Boosters and all of our corporate and individual sponsors. Can't thank you enough for all that you do to make this possible.
So 2nd down and 8 for the St. X Bombers at the Colerain 20-yard line to start this second quarter.
Knocking on that red zone door. Rumpke still in a quarterback, takes the ball, and he hesitated in the backfield. We hadn't seen that play before, but I don't think that's going to benefit them for him to wait for those things to develop.
That's a zone read.
Yep.
He hesitates to. He's got to read the play.
Right.
Makes it happen. Nothing there, and a good play there by Kyle Bolden to seal that one off.
I'll tell you, just handed the first quarter stats here, and one that jumps out at me. Time of possession, Colerain 3 minutes and 23 seconds, leads 7-0. St. X still not on the scoreboard, but leads in time of possession at 8:15.
Well, and I would be shocked if that trend is different at the end of the game.
That's exactly in their game plan.
Doesn't add to 12 minutes, but whatever.
So here we go now, 3rd down and 7. Big 3rd down. Clifford in now, looking to pass. Drops back. He's got time, but he's going to get pressured by the Cardinals. Daryl Gardner in pursuit. They're going to try and get
holding on the play.
So it'll be interesting here. He is short of the line to gain for the 1st down. So do you take the 3rd down, maybe take the penalty, repeat 3rd down, maybe push them out of field, make it a longer field goal, but give them another opportunity, or do you let them, take it here 4th and short?
It's a spot foul, so it'd be 4th and a couple yards, but we'll see where I'm just guessing. I'm just assuming holding by something that I saw in the play. It is holding.
I'm assuming holding by the reaction from the Colerain coaching staff, jumping up and down.
And they have accepted the play. Spot foul is going to bring it out to the Colerain 28.
They'll have to get to the 12.
12, yeah.
So 3rd down and a ways to go. Ball's going to be placed on the 28-yard line of the Cardinals, trailing 7-0. Again, if it was 4-down territory before, it probably is here, except now they've got to go 17 yards to get that 1st down. The defense has got to step up. Clifford in. He takes it. He rolls to his right. In pursuit is number 7. He passes it, and it is almost intercepted, but at worst it is knocked down, incomplete by the Colerain defense, who closed fast on that.
That was Darian Beavers coming up from the safety position. Another one of those underclassmen. Close. The 6'2" tall Beavers close down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And again,
no gain on the play, so it is going to bring a field goal, but with no gain, it's a little bit longer kick.
And Beavers is another one of those DBs, wide receivers. We saw Hicks move from the defensive side to the offensive ball. Beavers in the preseason was trying to figure out a spot too. Cardinals have settled with him playing defense here, and they made a great play there.
So Nick Arcuri in for the field goal attempt for the St. Xavier Bombers. Snap is down, hold is down, kick is up. It looks like it's got the length, and it may be good. So the St. Xavier Bombers put 3 on the board here with 11:01 to go in the first half of play, and now trail only 7-3 to the Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, Curry from 43 yards out. Looked like he still had a little bit of leg there, but clearly through the uprights, 3 points, put the Bombers on the board.
A little bit of history for those of you who may not be here or may not be familiar with these two schools. They have met 30 times in their history, dating all the way back into the late 70s, mid-70s, late 70s, early 80s. Colerain has a on-field record of 10-20 against St. Xavier. St. Xavier is a very good program, and they bring consistently good teams to the field. They are a private Jesuit high school run here on the west side of Cincinnati. They've got roughly 1,600, all boys, no females in the school, which we can talk about some of the fun chants these two schools have had in the past against each other at games. Colerain, a little bit different scenario. Of course, a public school here on the west side of Cincinnati. Not nearly the size, about, I'd say from a boys' perspective, about half the size of St. X. So while it may seem that that's quite a bit of a mismatch, the record over the past 10 years doesn't show that. These two teams have competed very well against each other. Very diverse backgrounds for Colerain. A little bit more homogenous at St. X, to be quite frank. But at the end of the day, what I love to see is that they respect each other. They play hard. They help each other off the ground when there's tackles. So this is just a great game for everyone involved, and so fortunate to be bringing it to you today. St. X lines the ball up at the 40-yard line, does a Curry. He gets his foot underneath it, and it's a squibbler right through the middle of the field. Takes a nice Colerain hop, picked up at the 25, taken up to the 30.
Oh, Kevin Hyde almost breaks that when they shoestring tackle. Kicking it away from the dangerous return man of Colerain, but Kevin Hyde, a great athlete at the second level, picks it up, brings it all right. Colerain's going to start at their own 32.
So again, the email address here in the booth, and I'm going to keep plugging until I get more, is radio@wearecolerain.com. If you'd like to email us, let us know where you're listening from or your thoughts and opinions on what you see in regards to these two teams. We'd love to hear it. If you've got a question about a certain player, maybe if anyone's, got any family member in, just let us know. So first down and 10 for the Cardinals on their own 32-yard line. Deshaunte Jones fakes the ball, keeps it himself, stays up on his feet. Intended by a tackle by number 2, missed, and he got out of it. And I'll be honest with you, the fact that Deshaunte got any positive yards on that's pretty impressive.
And he had a lane there with just a great job by the St. X defense. The blocker was there, and number 21, J.P. Bitzenhofer, got off of the block and forced Deshaunte to have to scramble, but somehow Deshaunte picks up 5 yards.
Yeah, a tremendous athlete. He plays quarterback for Colerain, used to play wide receiver, being recruited by multiple schools as an all-purpose athlete.
St. X runs a 3-3-5 stack defense, which I'm sure that Brandon can tell us all a little bit more about later on, maybe after this play, and how that works. The snap is back to Deshaunte. He keeps. He's going to run up the middle. Again, lowers his head and tries to pick up a few more yards, which he does. It's going to be third down and about 4, possibly 5 to go here for the Colerain Cardinals.
And the Cardinals, a little different look there. They went shotgun keeper, almost like a wildcat we saw out of the Bombers, but the Bomber defense ready, knew it was coming. Bottle up Deshaunte for a minimal gain. Sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, one of the frustrations I think that we kind of heard out of head coach Tom Bolden of the Colerain Cardinals last week after their win against Warren Central is Deshaunte is such an incredible athlete, and now he's got a little bit of confidence because he's done this for a year. But one of the challenges is getting him to remember to play within the system of the triple option. It's not an offense that a lot of defenses see. Certainly St. X is familiar with it. Back to the play, under center now. Deshaunte Jones fakes the ball, keeps it himself. He's going to move forward. He's going to be, I think, just short of the first down, up to the 40-yard line. Going to be about 2 yards shy.
And again, the St. X defense. Deshaunte makes a great read, but the play side blocking just can't see off the edge. The Bombers are there to clean up, but it looks like they're going for it.
4th down and a yard and a half on their own 41-yard line.
The broadcaster comment here, I think this is the wrong decision. I think you punt the ball, you play field position.
Well, Deshaunte's in the shotgun.
Shotgun, nobody back. It is a deep shotgun. Yep. A good athlete.
Oh, they got St. X to jump, I think.
The Colerain moved on the outside, too.
Start, yeah. Well, that changes the whole grand scheme of things. It doesn't. Coach Tom Bolton having a little conversation. Was that a receiver that jumped?
Yeah, both wide receivers jumped. Nope.
So that's going to knock them back 5 yards now, 4th down and 7.
And whatever play that they had set up with your quarterback said maybe it's a pooch kick is going to be nullified here, and they're going to bring out Danevsky to kick.
Well, rightly or wrongly, if it was by penalty or not, I still think this is the right decision. You don't want to get in a situation where you're giving St. X short fields to work with, and Danevsky's got a leg, he's a weapon, use it.
Ankenbauer back for the St. X Bomber.
Back at about his own 27-yard line, waiting for the punt. Snap is back to Danevsky, he's got it. And it's a high, booming punt. Ankenbauer catches it up at about the 28, does a great spin move, stays on his feet, he's going to pick up another 4 or 5 yards. Good play by the St. X special teams to get positive yardage. They'll start off 1st down and 10, trailing 7-3 at their own 39-yard line.
You know, to be a return man, you've got to have a special quality about you. You got to be fearless, and it's some will say not the brightest boy, but Ankenbauer has shown right there on 2 punts. He's only picked up 4 yards and 6 yards on his return, but each time he has made the first man miss. The dangerous Ankenbauer, a threat in the return game for the St. X Bombers.
Again, when you've got a school of 1,600 boys and you've got 120 on the roster, you're going to find some talent, and they've got plenty of it. So in the shotgun now with 3 wide receivers is St. X. Clifford drops back, looks at pass, throws it across the middle, and is caught by that aforementioned Ankenbauer for about a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
You talk about fearless when he's returning the punts. Ankenbauer fearless there in the middle. Open on the little sit down in the across the middle, immediately hit by the Keontae Jones, but Ankenbauer holds on, picks up positive yards. 2nd down and 4 for the St. X Bombers.
Colerain defensively brings a 50 slant angle defense to the table. It's designed to take up the blockers on the offensive line and let the linebackers really shine, and we've got some great linebackers across the board, and they have got their hands full today.
Yeah, Clifford back in at quarterback for the Bombers.
Clifford showing poise. He is a junior. Back in the shotgun, drops back, looks to pass. He's got some time, a little pressure. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. Boy, he was making a beeline for that sideline, wasn't he? He wanted no part of that Colerain defense, but he did what he needed to do, and he picked up the 1st down for the Bombers right at midfield.
What he also did is he saw the 1st down marker and put an exact angle, get out of bounds, get the 1st down, get to the next play.
So the Colerain defense here needing to get a stop. Try and flip field position here a little bit, get their offense back on the field.
We
with
talk
just under
about
9 minutes
how
to
big
play.
the St. X offensive line is. The same Colerain defense has been on the field a lot. You might get a little tired sometime in this
It's
half.
all about that time of possession. Here's the handoff to Prophet. He takes and he runs right up the middle. And to your point, he's chugging those legs and he pushed 3 Cardinals back a little bit. And he's going to pick up, looks like about 5, maybe 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Into Colerain territory, down to the 46-yard line of the Cardinals. 2nd down and 6. There's a quick snap. Once again, the handoff is the Prophet, but he's met in the backfield. Didn't get credit with the tackle, but I believe that was number 52 for the Cardinals that held him up and let his support come to get him. And as a result, it's a loss on the play for the Bombers.
Yeah, Devin Williams beats his man right off the point of attack, gets into the backfield, and they basically lose almost 1.5 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Yep, there's Devin Williams on the replay. Held him up just enough for Daryl Gardner and company to get in there and take down Mr. Prophet for a loss. So
this is the situation the Cardinal defense wants. They want to be in a pass situation where they can put an extra DB on the field and get to the quarterback, put pressure with blitzes up the middle.
So once again, Clifford is on the field. Beck in motion. Clifford drops back to pass, fakes the pass, throws it. It's a screen pass. Intercepted! Intercepted by the Colerain defense. Number 12, the super sophomore, Danny Bolton with the pick. And the Cardinals will take over on their own 45-yard line. 1st down, Cardinals.
There's your change of possession you were asking for, Chris. They set up the screen, and it was beautifully set up, but it went off the hands of the running back and directly into the young man Dan Bolden's arms. Colerain's going to have their best field position to start at the 45-yard line.
And a great play design by St. X. They faked the little wide receiver screen, came back to the middle screen.
It was there.
Dan Bolden was just trying to get off the block to get to the running back. Ball a little high off of his hands, and Bolden gets a gift right in his breadbasket. Turnover, Colerain Cardinal football.
If that name sounds familiar to many of our listeners, Dan Bolden is the younger brother of starting captain for the Michigan defense, Joe Bolden. So DeShante Jones fakes the handoff. This time we see a pitch for the first time tonight. Out to Zach Johnson. He's going to pick up 6 yards on the play. So good run, good read by DeShante Jones. Again, playing within the system, taking what the defense gives him.
And we saw Colerain was successful in the first drive. We saw St. X make the adjustment. They've stuffed it in the past 2 drives. We see the adjustment by the Cardinals. Now they've gone to an I formation. Give the St. X defense a little different look. Change the way you attack this defense.
As you guys are often always telling me, get your athletes out in space and have them make magic. So here we go. DeShante under center, takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, runs around the end, breaks one arm tackle. Hit by Speck, but pushes forward, does the senior, and he's going to pick up the first down. He was stopped short, but he kept those legs churning.
And again, this is an adjustment we see a lot from the Cardinals against this 3-3-5. You run a couple plays to the wide side, run plays, get their defense spread out, cheating to that side a little bit, and then you come back on the weak side, short side. You don't have as much space with your athletes, but you've got a one-on-one situations with DeShante Jones to make plays like that.
And everybody says, you got a short field. Why do you run that side? There's less space, but there's also less people to block. So first down and 10, Colerain at the St. X Bombers 43-yard line.
Up 7-3, looking to put some more points on the board. This time DeShante once again fakes the handoff, keeps himself, makes one man miss, can't make the second man miss, but again falls forward, and he's going to get, I think they're marking him a little short. They're saying he got back to the line.
Sideline.
Yeah, I think he's going to get at least 1, possibly 2 yards on that run. Yeah, all the way up. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like at the 39-yard line.
Or the 41.
Or the 41, excuse me.
Depending on which side of the 40
Depending on which side of the field you're on, I guess.
No, it's always the 41.
No, it's the 41 no matter which side,
yeah.
Chris. It's not like we're on the 51 like I've called in the past.
I've done that.
I know, I love it.
Thank you for taking that.
So second down and 8.
Second down and 8, back under center. Man in motion is Zach Johnson. He takes the ball, and it's a speed pitch back to him. He's got a couple defenders, and he can, unfortunately, get past one of them. Solid tackling.
And there's a flag in the middle of the field.
It's probably not going to bode well for the Cardinals here on.
Especially by this play design, I'm going to have to go. It's probably going to be a chop block.
Well, you know, Brandon, being a former offensive lineman, the kind of challenges that are faced by offensive linemen in
it's
this
never a chop.
offense.
It's never the
they picked up the flag.
Maybe.
It's never the offensive lineman's fault. It's the defensive players for not being as good.
That's true. You're absolutely right. And that chop block is important, right? Because a lot of times what we do sometimes appears like a chop block, but it really isn't.
It's the backside guy making the tackle, and then the front side guy just trying to get up to the next level gets caught up in it. He's not trying to chop block him. Just the defense. He gets caught up.
It's the blocking scheme that with whatever the defensive slant comes into just kind of makes contact in that direction.
Either way, third down and 10.
Yeah, so resetting here, 5:46 to go in the first half. Cardinals up 7-3. Unfortunately, that speed pitch did not result in positive yardage, and the Cardinals now face a third down and 10. Now, they are on St. X's side of the field, so
you got to think he doesn't necessarily have to pick it all up here.
Let's see what they do. Not in the shotgun, surprisingly, but in a single step back, fakes the handoff to Caldwell, keeps himself, tries to get around the end, does DeShante. Good speed pursuit by the Cardinals. He's going to pick up positive yardage all the way down to the 40-yard line. I don't know that's going to make much of a difference. I mean, I can't see a situation where they're going to go for it here. Maybe they do.
They went for it on their own 48. Why wouldn't they go on the opponent's 38?
That was 4th and 1.
Yeah, this is a little different. This is 4th and 6. I mean, the offense is out there. Again, maybe they try that play earlier where they've got DeShante back in the shotgun, and maybe he does.
Always watch the depth of the long snap when a quarterback does that.
And what's interesting here for the Cardinals here, we saw week 1, we saw a lot from the Cardinals. They go that no huddle where they look for the sidelines. They have exclusively gone to a huddle here against St. X.
And that's probably the right decision. So in the shotgun,
they're going for it.
4 wide receivers. Snap is back. DeShante looks to pass. A little bit of pressure, but he's got some room. He's scrambling. He's trying to run backwards. And once again, he's going to go down. That's the second time they've tried to go on 4th down, and we've lost significant yardage again. No real hurt here. If nothing else,
it's a huge hurt. It's field
sorry,
position
right,
on 4th down.
You're absolutely right. It's
an incomplete pass or an interception deep in the zone is better than taking a large sack.
And Coach Bolden having a real heart-to-heart with his quarterback
Just
now.
let it loose. Just let it loose. On 3rd down, maybe you eat that and don't force it. On 4th down, you got to let it fly.
Yeah.
So 4.5 to play here in the first half. Cardinals still lead 7-3, but outside of that first possession, really struggled on offense. And St. X will come out with great field position Cardinal territory.
Well, a lot of credit to the St. X defense for their play, but you're absolutely right. At least in that situation, if it's not there, DeShante's got to cut that ball loose and let it go, because that's a huge loss for the Cardinals. And sets up St. X in Colerain territory here with apparently 44 minutes on the scoreboard clock here in the stadium.
Oh, well,
and even with the success that they had on their only scoring drive with Pete Rumpke, Clifford back in the ballgame.
Yep. So in the shotgun is Clifford. Here comes number 20. He takes the ball. It's a reverse pitch to number 19. And Rumpke's got it. Unbelievable. What a great play by the Colerain defense. Number 7, the senior captain, Daryl Gardner, and nipped that bad boy out and took it down.
It's a good thing he did, because not only was that a double reverse, with the option to pass, and Noah Davis was open if Rumpke could get it to him.
That they even caught me. They slipped in there at their running quarterback in at wide receiver. I didn't see him there till he came in the reverse, but Daryl Gardner saw him, so a huge loss.
And I'll tell you what, we saw the questionable fourth down call by Colerain. X answers with a questionable time to run a trick play like that. Both teams have negative effects.
11-yard loss on a play. Second down and 21, back deep into their own territory now. Clifford once again takes the snap in the shotgun. It's a quick pass out to number 20, and Colton, unfortunately for him, drops it. It is incomplete. It's now third down and 21.
It's the second time X has done that. You saw Clifford will touch his helmet. The wide receiver there, Colton Paul, will check it back. He'll look for an adjustment on that. If the Colerain starts to jump that little play, look for a little hitch and go off of that same signal from the St. X Bombers.
So third down and 21 here. Obviously, keep everything in front of you defensively. Don't get beat deep.
Don't do anything stupid.
Don't do anything.
Colerain going with just 2 defensive linemen. They brought in an extra defensive back.
They want to keep everything in front of them here. Get this ball back in good field position. St. X just handing it right off to the running back, trying to maybe be real conservative on that play, Brandon. I mean, what's the thinking? You're not going to get 21 yards on that play. So
if they did something stupid on first down, you don't want to do something even stupider on third down. Take the conservative approach. Steve Specht will live by another day. You got a whole half a play to play. Don't give Colerain anything more than you have.
But with one less linebacker, one less defensive lineman, it sets up.
Yeah,
you got a better chance of running it. So I mean, it catches them by surprise.
Yep, you nailed that. So here we go. We're going to get ready for a punt here. Again, 3:15 to go here in the opening half. Colerain leading 7-3, and what is surprisingly, I think, turned out to a defensive battle.
Yeah, at this time of day, too.
Snap is back.
Colerain return guys got to watch the sun in his eyes at this time of day here at Colerain Stadium.
It's a high punt. Fair catch called, and appropriately caught right there by number 3.
That's Zach Johnson.
Zach Johnson makes a nice play.
Well, he got touched. He called a fair catch, and he got touched.
Ran into the guy. Wasn't on purpose.
He was, yeah, it was number 9 from the St. X Bombers.
Trying to get away from each other by accident.
Of course.
We will take this time. As again, you can reach us at radio@wearecolerain.com in the booth. Have a couple. We have the aforementioned Jim and Terry Shear, actually officially listening from Chicago, and we have Randy and Beth Hunt listening from their morning in Ross. Class of '82, Randy Hunt.
Awesome.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it.
So,
hope you're enjoying the broadcast, getting a chance to watch our Cardinals this morning.
So with 3 minutes left, it'll be interesting how Colerain attacks this clock.
Yep, DeShante Jones takes it, fakes the handoff, pitches it, taken all the way out to the 26, maybe the 27-yard line. So Zach Johnson, the senior, on the carry.
With under 3 to play, we might now see that fast-paced offense might want to get a first down or two. Make sure you don't give it too quickly back to the Bombers.
Well, this will be interesting. Colerain, of course, with their full complement of 3 timeouts. St. X only with 2, having to burn 1 on their first series as the play clock was winding down on them. But it'll be interesting to see how DeShante comes back after that 4th down sack in that last series to see if he can maybe build some confidence back and put some points on the board. And I am spitting all over this monitor. My apologies. There's a speed pitch back out once again to Zach Johnson. He's got it. And the senior takes it out, and we do have a flag on a play at the point of tackle. Possibly a face mask?
No, they might have got Jalen Spears, the wide receiver, out in front of the play.
I know one thing.
Coach Bolden is not happy.
Like
No, he's not happy.
And we're looking, Steve Specht held, and a couple arguing with the referees, held onto his visors so far.
Visor Watch 2015.
Visor Watch 2015. Coach Bolden still has his on for now.
It'll come off at some point. It certainly came off last year.
They had an interview with the local news station, and that was a kind of a joke that the the reporter made, and they both kind of laughed about it. Says Tom thinks Steve's hat will come off more often, but Tom says he can throw his farther.
Now it is a spot holding.
The competition between coaches.
Spot holding call, so it'll be 2nd and 5, 2:02 to play in the half.
So Deshaunte Jones under center. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff, speed pitch once again out to Zach Johnson. This time the other side. Tackled immediately by number 21, but not before he picks up big yardage and is going to be very close to the first down on that 2nd down and 5 play. It'll be 3rd and short with under 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Bitzenhofer for the Bombers makes a great tackle, and that's what we see a lot of time with the Bombers. A play like that, the option is big plays. They are such solid defenders, and it's man-on-man football. It's assignment football. Very rarely do they blow assignment and give up a big play, but it's 3rd down and 1. We're under a minute and a half to play in this half.
Again, plenty of time. Colerain is content to run this clock out, use their timeouts. Here's the handoff to Monolo Caldwell, and he takes it right up the middle. The junior turning and pushing his legs. He's going to have enough for the first down, I believe, right at the 30 or just past the 30-yard line.
Didn't have it after the initial pop, but kept his legs driving.
Clock is stopped with 1:14.
I think we're going to get a measurement here.
Initial measurement. And we saw the clock now at 1:14. The Cardinals did that. You don't want to, even if they don't get this first down, they did not want to give St. X a lot of time on offense.
Yeah, and according to our scoreboard, St. X with 2 timeouts left, Colerain with all 3 of theirs.
I think they got it.
And Cardinals got it.
So first down, reset the downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
But Colerain does
Just by the nose of the football at their own 30-yard line. They got 70 yards to go for pay dirt. But as we've seen with this offense, if one of these athletes and one of these football players can find a seam, they can go. Deshaunte certainly can do it, but as is always the case with St. X, they're such, as you mentioned, Brian, such sound tacklers and such sound football players.
And surprising, with all 3 of their timeouts left, Colerain is just content to run their normal offense.
They're going to pick it up here. They just.
Now, under a minute to play here in the first half, Colerain up 7-3.
Now a timeout is being used after 13 seconds run off the clock.
And that is not a timeout for the clock management. That's a timeout because Coach Bolden, a little confusion out front with the play call.
Didn't like what he saw by either our offense or their defense.
That's frustrating because you had all that time while they're bringing the chains out to measure for the first down.
But you don't know how they're going to come out of that measurement. He might have they made an adjustment during that time.
You think that's what it was?
It's a very good possibility.
It's a possibility.
Chris, do you think any of us are telekinetic and can read his mind?
Telekinetic. No, you're not close.
And there's a reason we're in the booth second guessing the coaching, and they're down there first guessing themselves. And again, thanks to all of our geniuses in the truck. We appreciate your talents, your insights, and letting us showcase both of these neighborhood schools. Thanks to all the volunteers from Waycross Community Media.
Reach us here at radio@wearecolerain.com. We got the Bracey family watching for Daryl Gardner Jr. Or is it Daryl Gardner Jr.? I'm not really sure. Daryl Gardner's family and the Bracey family listening. Coach Gardner's from Ocala, Florida.
Ocala, Florida.
Shotgun.
It's a Florida-like morning here. Deshaunte Jones takes the ball, rolls
Get a
it
block.
right. He's block. It doesn't get it. Somebody missed the block, and Bolden is beside himself. He is not
block
happy.
that could have.
Is that Zach Johnson who missed that block?
No, Monolo Caldwell missed it.
All right.
And Zach Johnson.
And Deshaunte Jones's helmet came off. So this will be the first look we get at another super sophomore for the Gardners. Your assumed heir apparent next year, Gunnar Leinedecker, going to go in the game now at quarterback.
Clock still running, 35 seconds left. So
They're content to run this clock out. They have no expectation of scoring here to end this half. So a little disappointing way to end this thing, and unfortunately it's just going to be what it is. So Gunnar Leinedecker takes it, hands it off directly to fullback, which we fully expect to see. 20 seconds now, the clock is ticking down. More than likely that's going to be the last play of the first half. So it has been an exciting first half in that we've seen some great defense, offense at times, but sporadic, needless to say, under 10 seconds.
And especially with knowing you're getting the ball first to start the next half, no needing to do anything rash, make a smart play, and that'll be it.
You take the 7-3 lead into halftime due to Colerain Cardinals here at Colerain Stadium, and we are excited to be bringing you this action. We're going to take a break here on our live broadcast at wearecolerain.com. We will come back Thank you for listening.
And the kick is good. With a
from Colerain High School. It's the Colerain Cardinals leading the St. Xavier Bombers 7-3 after one half of play. I am Brandon Wyatt alongside Chris Amonitis and Brian Wyatt here on Waycross Community Media and wearecolerain.com as presented by the Colerain Boosters.
And for the local listeners, I'm going to run through the playback schedule on Waycross Community Media. Time Warner Cable, it's channel 979, and Cincinnati Bell Fi Optics 850. This evening at 8 p.m., Wednesday the 9th at 8 p.m., and Friday the 11th at 3 o'clock. It's also available on Time Warner Cable 8 in Green Hills, Forest Park, and Springfield Township. Again, also on Time Warner Cable Channel 4 and Cincinnati Bell Fi Optics 854 this Sunday the 6th at 9 a.m. and Monday the 7th at 2 p.m. And again, later on this evening will be available anytime on www.youtube.com/WaycrossCM. We'll have a link to that on wearecolerain.com. Thanks for everybody listening and enjoy the second half.
And the halftime clock is at approximately 2.5 minutes, so we get set to play here in the second half.
This is Chris Amonitis joining back in. A big thank you to Brian and Brandon for taking us through halftime and going through the stats. And this is the first time I've had a chance to kind of look at the stats. And, you know, I'll tell you what, if you take off the names and you take off the team names, I mean, it's exactly what you said in the game. It's a mirror image of each other.
It shows exactly how close this ball game is. Both teams under 100 yards of total offense. And as a Colerain fan, if you see you've held St. X to under 100 yards, you think we'd be up 4 touchdowns. If you're a St. X fan and you see you've outrushed the Colerain Cardinals and held them under 100 yards, you'd have 3 touchdowns. But when you got great defenses that both these teams have, you know, both under 100 yards, we've got very little score. 7-3 Colerain leads at the halftime.
You know, and defenses are so important. You know, I often, you know, sometimes I get on national boards and talk with some of these, you know, posters from around the nation, and especially in Texas, where offense seems to rule the day all the time. And even up in Northwest or Northeast Ohio, I don't know whether you saw it last night. I know you guys did. Between Mentor and St. Ignatius, 2 big-time Division I programs in this state. Of course, Mentor being to the state championship games several times. Haven't quite captured their first victory yet, but they're going to get one. And, of course, St. Ignatius leading all schools. Their final score in overtime, 63-56. Now, I would contend that if you don't get those defenses worked out, you're not going to win a state championship in Ohio in December. That's my opinion. Your thoughts?
Well, Mentor lost in the state championship final a couple of years ago, and it was like 57-55.
That was against Moeller, right?
Right.
How about that? Unbelievable. So I'm very excited. And I have to admit, I did not expect to see this kind of defensive display here in week 2. I thought there'd be a little bit more offense. Again, St. X scored 57 last week, and I know it was clearly on an overmatched opponent in Covington Catholic, but you'd have to think there'd be, and again, how weird is this, right? Colerain, even though it's only on one pass, more passing yards than St. X. St. X more rushing yards than Colerain. Very strange.
And give credit to the Colerain defense that I do. They've seen 2 different quarterbacks and 2 different styles. They've seen a running quarterback, they've seen a passing quarterback, and they've kind of shut them both down. But it's all about the halftime adjustments and what Coach Steve Speck and Tom Bolden have done with their staffs in the locker room. That's going to open up those offenses the second half.
Colerain Cardinals won the opening toss yesterday, deferred, so the St. X Bombers chose to receive the first half kickoff. The Cardinals have chosen, that's right, you do choose in the second half if you defer, have chosen to receive the ball here. Amir Reap and Zach Johnson back deep.
After the St. X kicked their field goal, they kicked away from the dangerous return team of Colerain Cardinals. Interesting on what they'll do here.
So reset start of the second half here at Colerain High School. Colerain up 7-3 on the St. Xavier Bombers. A game of not only local but national implications as well for both of these teams. Our Curry lines up and gets his foot under it, and we are underway. It's a low line drive kick that goes into the end zone. No return. The Cardinals will take it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So we've seen the Colerain Cardinals come out on offense in their traditional wing. We've seen the shotgun. We've seen 5 wide receivers. Let's see what they do in the second half. Not having a lot of success. A little bit of an adjustment at the end. They were softening up the middle, but ran out of time. The only one big play was the play action on their first series. No real changes on the Colerain offense. They've gone with 3 wide receivers, no tight ends, I formation.
Love them running the option out of the eye. Let's see what they've got here. Deshaunte drops back to pass. Unbelievable. Tucks it and runs. Makes a few guys miss in the hole, but unfortunately gets taken down by number 40. He does get positive yards, a 4-yard pickup on the game, so I'm pretty happy with that. Take that for a busted play.
A look for Hicks on the post and great coverage on the play by Brody Keytron for the Bombers there. DeShante smartly says it's not there. Tuck it, get positive yardage, move to second down.
Defensive line for St. X. Just every defensive line makes your defensive backs look better. Good pressure up the middle. But again, positive yardage by DeShante Jones. Second down and 6.
Cardinals with an extra lineman on the left side.
DeShante under center. It looks like he's changing the play. Man in motion. He takes it, keeps it, fakes the handoff to Marlon Caldwell, follows him through the hole, picks up more positive yards, all the way up to the 29-yard line now. It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Cardinals.
And there, the Cardinals really use that over lineman, tight end playing tackle to their advantage as a misdirection. They go to the side where the tight end is playing tackle, find some space. DeShante falls his fullback, and makes it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, you Colerain Cardinals followers know that they'll get to the line of scrimmage with the play, but he can check off and run the same play the opposite side if he sees something he likes in the defense.
Big 3rd and 1.
Don't want to get caught behind the line here. Here's the handoff to Marlon Caldwell. He keeps it, and he pushes forward to pick up the 1st down out to the 32-yard line. The Cardinals move the chains.
Stopped by Jake Robb, nose tackle for the St. X Bomber, but that'll bring the ball out to the 32. Good push up front, again, by the Colerain offensive line. That's Brandon Beebe, Howard Watkins, George Williams, Desmond Noel, and Nathan Niehaus.
You'd love to see the offense here maybe really have a time-consuming clock and get down and put it in the end zone.
I would really like to just see them score.
That's true. Less time saying
whether it's one play or 100 plays.
There's a deep pitch out to Leyendecker, I believe, who got it. He caught it. The sophomore takes it out for positive yards again. DeShante Jones, again, I'm not an expert on the option, but he pitched that backwards 5 yards, and Leyendecker was able to run about 10, make it 2nd down and 5.
And an adjustment by the Cardinals. The dot in that eye is the sophomore Gunnar Leyendecker that we saw him play quarterback for at the end of the half there. DeShante's helmet came off. Zach Johnson moved out to the wideout. So a little switch. I don't know. We saw some plays on the edge. It might be not that necessarily want to get Leyendecker the ball, but Zach Johnson might be the better blocker on the edge.
Also a very good receiver is Johnson out of the slot.
That's a great point. Now Leyendecker off to the side in the eye. Oh, DeShante motioning him to the other side into the wide receiver position.
Got to watch the play clock. No play clock here on the field in the end zones here at Colerain Cardinals, but they got to watch the back judge. He puts his hands up with 5 seconds left. Got to recognize that. A delay of game by DeShante Jones of the Colerain Cardinals.
But sophomore Leyendecker, he picks up 5 yards on 1st down, and he gives it right back with the penalty there. Cardinals not able to get correctly set.
So 2nd down and 10. Coach Tom Bolden already is beside himself, having to call timeout.
Yelling at his coaches. He's yelling at Leyendecker at something. There's a formation that something in either the play call, the translation from the side of the field. Leyendecker in back-to-back plays have just kind of lined up in the wrong spot.
What kind of a pressure is that to put on a sophomore who's only playing in a 2nd varsity game in a huge game like this? I mean, the amount of confidence that Bolden and the staff must have in him to be able to line up and do what's necessary is just huge, and it speaks volumes about him as a player.
It is. I mean, the heir apparent, he's a multi-talented athlete, great baseball player, used to play a little basketball, kind of focusing on 2 sports now, but has a cannon for an arm and is a very good athlete. And Brandon, I got to read one more email here. Got Tanya Tobin Wilmus. She's streaming in her kitchen, in her cabin by the lake.
Which lake? Just kidding.
She didn't give me that information.
Probably doesn't want you to know, would be my guess.
All right, so 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 for the Cardinals, having to burn a timeout here early in the 2nd half. Still leading 7-3. Wanting to get this offense clicking. They just haven't been able to get clicking. Again, big credit to the St. X defense for that. But shooting themselves in the foot sometimes here. Here's a move by DeShante Jones. Fakes the handoff, keeps himself, tries to get around in, makes one man miss, makes another man miss. He's going to have almost enough for the 1st down as he's run out of bounds.
He'll be about a yard and a half short. They're going to mark him at the 39-yard line.
And we talk about the adjustments each team's make. St. X, obviously, they're very good defensively. Interesting reversal there, adjustment by the Cardinal offense. They sent the wingback or the tailback in the opposite direction as DeShante. Tried to use him as a decoy. There was no pitchman there, so it was DeShante 101 in the end.
Yeah, just a quarterback counter. Gonna bring up a 3rd down and call it a long 3.
3rd down and 3 for the Cardinals here deep in their own territory at the 39-yard line. Snap is back. DeShante keeps it, trying to find some room.
Get outside!
He's got some room. He's got to the outside. He's across the 50, to the 40. He's down to the 35. He's across the 50. Flags all over the field. DeShante takes it in the end zone, but we're going to have to wait and see what's going on.
It was a holding call behind the play after DeShante Jones has passed him. It's going to be a 1st down, but a spot foul, I believe. They got huge
mental mistake by number 20 for the Cardinals. Unfortunately, it's going to nullify the touchdown. We do have a St. X Bomber down in the end zone.
Well, what happened, I wouldn't call it, it's more of a physical mistake there, Chris. He initiates a block. He's got the hands inside, but when DeShante gets past him, the St. X Bomber turn to chase the field, you got to release right there. They'll give you that jersey on the inside of the shoulder pads, but when he turns to run, you got to give him run. So,
or if you're the referee, a play that doesn't involve shouldn't. Whatever.
Yeah, it's one of those. It was so far not after the play, but the block initiative before the play.
Yeah, I mean DeShante. Let's see. There's DeShante with the run across the 50, and you're right. But again,
it'll be on the far outside.
Right. The rule's the rule. You can't hold. Now, I believe, I apologize, 20 off the top of my head. Who is this? That was Javon Hicks.
That was Javon.
Javon is only a sophomore.
He's already got the touchdown pass.
So, you know, we'll give him a little bit of a break here. This is part of the growing up that keeps going.
But yeah.
What is going on? We're getting all kinds of crossover.
Penalty now, the ball will be spotted.
So the thing is, it is a spot foul. Holding was officially
It is a 1st down.
at the 30-yard line of the St. X, so it'll be spotted at the 40-yard line. As we get this break in action, we'll take a time to go back to the email. And Buddy Campbell is very upset with you, Father, for calling him Eugene on a live broadcast, just to let you know. Also, got another email in. This one talking is Andy and Chip listening from the Evendale Fire Department. Are listening in. So, Evendale Firehouse. You can listen to the Cardinals and the Bombers.
And we've got to give a shout out in our district, Northwest Knights yesterday with a big win over Troy.
Oh, they came back and they won that game. Excellent. Congratulations, Knights and the Northwest community. Good for them. Some good things happening there at Northwest and have been for years. Glad to see them get on the winning side of that outcome.
Another email. We got this one from Don Broughton, class of 79, listening from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And yes, I had to say it like that.
So we've got Louisiana, we've got Florida, we've got Cardinals all over the country. So thank you guys for lilistening.
So let's
St. X Bomber is getting back up on his feet, but he's being helped out. That is, looks like
I can't see it.
That's number 2.
Yeah, Hayden Specht, he hurt himself within the play. It was a play going to the goal line. DeShante, Hayden tried to leap out and grab DeShante before he crossed the goal line. I think he just kind of fell funny. So
let's kind of reset here. So Hayden Specht, coach's son, of course, Dad was out there taking an eye on the boy, making sure he's okay. Gets him off the field. Hopefully, again, nothing serious there.
Hey, but you know, everybody boy out there is somebody's boy. So we're just glad to see he's up and on his feet.
So kind of resetting here. So DeShante Jones with an amazing electric run, nullified on a holding call well behind the play. 1st down was picked up. 9:06 to go in the 3rd quarter. Colerain still up 7-3. Are driving now into St. X territory. 1st down and 10 at the St. X 40-yard line. And in a game where points are at a premium, I can certainly understand why Coach Bolden was upset. But it is what it is, and we move on now. DeShante Jones back under center. I formation.
Widen the splits. That's a forward pass. They run the option, and the running back is past DeShante Jones when he makes the pitch. So they call that that's a forward pass, incomplete pass. A lucky break for the Colerain Cardinals.
I think Bolden giving it a talk to DeShante. That is a really smart, dumb play. Well, it's not smart that he pitched that ball, but it's kind of smart that he threw away a forward pass, right?
You're giving him more credit.
I know.
We got lucky on that one.
Yes, we did.
There's a lot of talking between Coach Bolden and his quarterback.
There always is. Whether it's good or bad, Coach Bolden's never happy. But that's what coaches do. They want perfection on every play.
2nd down and 10. Moving quickly. DeShante Jones looks like he's confused under center. Needs to snap the ball quickly. Snaps the ball. Gives it to Monolo. Monolo's going to move forward, pick a positive yard. past the 36 yards. I do not like at all right now what is happening between Deshaunte Jones and head coach Tom Bolden. They are not on the same page.
Well,
at all.
you're completely speculating on that. They're going back and forth. He's telling him to delay, telling him to wait, running the clock down, and he looks over and he checks with his coach and called the right play, picks up 7.
It's amazing how you can have two people in the booth see two completely different things. I love it. That's what makes us great, man. That's why I love working with you, Brian. Under center is Deshaunte. Takes the ball, hands off to Manolo. They found something here. Great push by that offensive line.
Well,
Brandon, talk about what that O-line just did.
And you talk about, it was Deshaunte, which Deshaunte was checking for there. Is that
oh, what a terrible spot.
Deshaunte is looking. There's an adjustment. He's trying to figure out with Coach Bolden what the exact read is there. Because he sees something there. It's like, hey, is this the fullback read? Is this what the adjustment we want to make as the Cardinals are going for it here on 4th and 1?
You very rarely hear, well, you hear me complain a lot, but that was...
The Colerain crowd wasn't happy about that.
Oh, he took a yard and a half away from him on that.
So here's the snapback.
But it doesn't matter. He gets it there. First down. Move the chain.
Deshaunte fell down on that, but was able to hand it off to Manolo before his knee hit. And Manolo moved it forward. And this Colerain offense is starting to impose its will on the St. X.
And that's woken up the Saints a little bit more energy. Offensive line celebrating that first down. So you get to, game's all about ups and downs. Emotions is how you react and how you don't overreact.
And
so
it's the opposite of what we saw in the first half. The St. X offense was able to keep the Colerain Cardinals off of their field. This time the Cardinal offense doing the exact opposite.
That's exactly right. Deshaunte Jones fakes the handoff, drops back to pass.
He's loose.
He's loose. He's got enough for the first down. He runs to the sideline. He's taken out of bounds around the 16-yard line. No penalties or flags behind the play, so it should stand as another first down for the Colerain Cardinals.
And it's almost like, you know, we have the triple option here, but Cardinals with the Deshaunte Jones, it's almost come its own little option play off the play action passes, where you have the receivers that he's looking for, but hey, if it's not there, I'll tuck it, turn around, find the open end, and it's an extra weapon and an extra thing the St. X defense has to.
Yeah, they looked for that same play early where they went play action and found Javonte Hicks. He was covered. So first down from the 15-yard line.
Deshaunte under center takes the ball this time and does, in fact, once again give it to Manolo Caldwell. And he is besieged by a whole host of Bombers, but not before he picks up more positive yards. Love the junior, Manolo Caldwell, at that fullback position. Very key in last week's win over Warren Central.
I have never heard the term besiege used in football play. I have just...
I dropped homogenized earlier. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I ignored that one, but I couldn't ignore besieged. That was awesome.
Are you're not ready to look quick?
Second down and 9.
Vocabulary?
Please stop, Brendan. Deshaunte Jones under center. Second down and 9. Takes the ball. Speed pitch out to Zach Johnson. He's got some room, but he's tackled immediately. Good tackle made by number 33 of the Bombers on defense.
Alex Shelton, again, nice stop on the outside.
At least I didn't use the word initially of telekinetic to mean mind reading.
Everybody knows telekinetic is about moving space, moving objects.
Third down and 7 from the 12-yard line.
Back to the game.
6 minutes and 21 seconds here in the third quarter, and this is exactly what I think the Cardinals on offense needed. They started at their own 20-yard line, and now they're inside the 20 of the St. X Bombers all the way down to the 13-yard line. It is third down and 8, so they get some positive yards here and make this 4-down territory.
Huge splits out of the shotgun. They're trying to get him outside, looking for a little bit of the seam. He's not going to get there. A nice stop on the outside.
Yeah, they've got much quicker lateral speed side to side, does St. X, maybe than
they got a Colerain Cardinal getting up a little bit slow.
Looks like he got rolled up. There's a blocker kind of got rolled on at the end of the play.
So here on the replay here, you can see Deshaunte Jones taking the ball and trying to run wide. Say that 3 times fast. Tackled by number 21.
Ooh, that is Zach Johnson. Okay, he's up.
He's up on his feet, though.
That was number 21, J.P. Bitzenhofer on the tackle. Solid tackle by the St. X Bombers.
So Colerain up 7-3, 5:54 left to play.
4th down and 6. What do you do here?
I kick the field goal.
Kick the field goal, absolutely.
Get yourself up.
I know there's one dead
touchdown.
giveaway what they're doing. Alex Welch is on the field, and that means
Alex Welch, your long snapper.
Absolutely the right decision here. Get the points.
although Dineski is a baseball player.
Yeah, I don't anticipate a fake here. Let's say this. If there's a fake, my headset's coming off, and I'm leaving the booth.
It's a tough angle from the far right hash.
Well, what if it happens?
You think I'm kidding? Watch me.
And they score a touchdown.
I may do it anyway. But then I'll be back. So here we go. Ball set on the 11-yard line. So it'll be a 26-yard attempt. Snap is back, hold is down. Dinetsky gets underneath it, and he puts it up and through. So Christian Dinetsky putting 3 points on the board for the Cardinals, extending their lead with 5:36 to go here in the third quarter. Colerain 10, St. Xavier 3.
And the big point there are two things. You got points, and you took some time off the clock. You worked it, and you made St. X earn that defensive stop.
That's over half the quarter. Gone. And one possession. How about that? I can take 12 and divide it by 2.
That gives your defense, who was on the field a lot that first half, a little bit of time to rest here.
Well, they had halftime to rest, and now they had this.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. Your St. X offense, it's one thing as an offense. You just want to get on the field and do something.
There's a momentum to an offense,
and there's
right?
a rhythm, and they've just kind of been having to sit there, wait for their defense to get them on the field.
Because they didn't have it at the end of the first half either.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a while since the St. X offense has been on the field. As we set all that up now, watch them come out and march it right down.
With Speck not coming back on the field as the normal returner, Colton Paul and Louis Raines back for the St. X Bombers. Tristan Dinetsky to kick off.
So the the Colerain defense just kind of needs to do what they've been doing. But as you say, absolutely true, Brian. Changes happen, adjustments are made. So we'll see what St. X offense has.
St. X gets together at halftime, makes their adjustment with one of the largest coaching staffs that I've ever seen at the high school level. I believe there's 27 coaches on this team.
There's 2 former Cardinal coaches in there as well.
So Dinetsky puts his foot behind it and booms it.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Dinetsky, the sure-footed, strong kicker, at 2 out of his 3 kicks out of bounds.
That just cannot happen. He's got such a strong leg, and gives St. X starting field position at the 35.
The thing is, it went out of the back of the end zone.
It did, but it went out, unfortunately. It crossed out of bounds, inbounds first.
So it'll be interesting with the success they had with the running quarterback, the lack of success with the throwing quarterback. Who are we going to see out there? And coming out, that's Sean Clifford in the St. X Bombers. They've gone with
Penn State commit.
So let's see what St. X has here. Lined up in the I formation. Clifford takes it, undersend it, gives it off to Prophet, who was dotting the I. He looks for some running room, and he's not going to get a whole lot of it. Colerain defense there to stretch that play out and take him down for what appears to be only about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, go ahead.
That was the word to say. It's a stretch play, and the Cardinals just keep stringing it and stringing it and forcing it, and there's just no back cut, no room. He still gets 2 yards, but the Cardinal defense holds.
Yeah, Jones, Davis, Kyle Bolden all converge on the tackle.
Predominantly, this is what St. X does. They run the football. It's what they want to do. It's their offensive philosophy. Once again in the I formation. Man in motion now, number 10. Once again, it's a handoff in the backfield, met by Bolden, and taken down for minimal gain, maybe a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and long.
One thing that I just see the Colerain defensive line doing something a little different. Desmond Noel, the two-way, the lineman, with that long offensive drive, sitting down the defensive play. They have got the linebacker, 29, Wante Stanley, playing nose guard. So the quicker nose tackle disrupted that play and cleared the hole open for Bolden. So normally he's in on passing situation on the end. Right now in running situation, he's in at the nose.
Fully expect a pass here on 3rd down and 6.
Screen to the tight end.
Yep, expected motion. Here's a fake handoff. Rolls it out, looks to pass. Some pressure put on by Colerain. It's thrown down the field, and it is over the intended target. Number 87, incomplete pass.
Flag in the area that St. X in the same play of the first half got a lineman downfield. Defensive holding. A rarely called play.
Could not have come at a more inopportune time, as you had forced St. X to go 3 and out on their first series of the second half. And now a defensive holding steps up and bites the Cardinals in the butt and gives St. X the first down.
That might be the reason that nobody was open, because you're holding him.
And you don't see, a lot of times in the penalty call, you see a lot of animation for Bolden. Not a lot there, so maybe not have an argument for it.
So the ball is placed directly in the middle of the Cardinal head on the 50-yard line. St. X will have a fresh set of downs to go 50 yards and try and get a score, trailing 10-3. Under center is Clifford. Takes the ball, hands it off in the backfield, and there's a bounce to the outside to Speck, and he takes it. He's a little dude, but he just picked up 10 yards, maybe 11 on that first run. He is a small little guy, but he bounced off that interior defensive line and took it outside for a big gain.
If you don't wrap, you can't bring them down. Initial contact 3 yards past the line of scrimmage.
You can see the replay here. Cameron Speck runs right into the middle, but you're right, he eludes the tackle. Chased down, makes one man miss before Keontae Jones finally takes him down, but then after he gains 11 yards. So
I believe the run was by Ankenbauer.
That was Speck.
Was it Speck? Okay.
under center once again, Clifford. First down and 10. This time fakes the handoff once again. They so love doing that. There's that big pass out to number 88. Another big play. They love that fake the ball, run one way, and quarterback rolls the opposite way, and there's somebody open this time. Nice soft pass, completion to number 88.
Noah Davis, the Michigan State bounds tight end with the catch.
Now, when you got two 6'5" tight ends on either side of the line, the play action is tough to defend.
Number 88, Noah Davis on that play. So quick snap here. Clifford hands it off to Sean Prophet, and he bowls through the defensive line inside Colerain red zone down to the 19. He's going to be short of the first down, but only by a yard. And now the St. X offense is moving the ball.
Well, they're going no huddle, trying to catch these Colerain Cardinals, and they brought out the smaller defensive line, brought in Howard Watkins back on the defensive line.
Handoff once again to Prophet. He's going to get the first down. He's going to run down inside Colerain territory, inside the 10-yard line. They're going to mark it, I think, right at the 10. But once again, another first down for St. X. And you get that holding penalty before it. You don't say, but you cannot make mistakes like that against a team like St. X.
Colerain just makes another. Had too many men on the field. This no huddle. They tried to get the bigger defensive line in there, but I believe nobody came out on that substitution.
There's a flag.
Illegal participation on Colerain Cardinals. Too many men on the field.
The St. X has stepped up the tempo significantly by moving to this no huddle, and it's a true no huddle. They get up to, they get up, and they snap. There's no
substitution at quarterback. Rumpke now at quarterback.
And you just never know, right? You think he'll keep it and run, but he could throw.
Oh, he's running it.
I fully agree with you. I think he's going to take it and just run. Rumpke takes it, fakes the handoff, looks for something, finds something across the middle, puts his head down, and he's very close to scoring down to the 1-yard line. So trailing 10-3, St. Xavier looking to put some points on the board in the end zone variety and maybe tie this game up. What a fantastic football game we have able to witness here today between two very good football teams.
Yeah, running late into the third quarter. St. X looking to tie this game up. Set it up for a little fourth quarter heroics by either team. Second down and goal from the 1.
Win or lose, both teams are going to learn a lot from this game. That's a good thing. Snap once again is back to Rumpke. He takes it.
He didn't get it.
His head. He did not get it.
He might have lost a yard.
I think he did. Good call, Brian. He did lose a yard. The Colerain defense. Oh, we got flags. Somebody pushed somebody.
There's some scrum going on after the flag. Colerain defender coming up and getting yelled at. St. X player coming up without his helmet on.
Well, third down and you got to love to see it. Amir Reef, the senior captain on defense, taking
offsetting penalties on both teams.
Offsetting personal fouls.
Howard Watkins, the young motivated junior who's going to get a lot of offers when it's his time, and some have already begun to trickle in. He's getting a little fired up on defense, but he's getting a nice conversation read to him by the defense.
But what I don't like about it, they bring him out to give him a lesson, to talk to him, but that also brings in the smaller defensive linemen.
But you know what? That's the cause for making the mistake. And if they score, look, it's third down. They're on the 1-yard line, 1.5-yard line. It's going to be very difficult to keep St. X out of the end zone regardless here, whether Watkins is in or not. But this defense will do everything they can, and they're going to push. And as long as they're in a position to make a play, I believe in this defense that they will.
They brought in they got 2 fullbacks now in the ball game.
Yep, Rumpke's still in a quarterback for St. X.
He's going around left tackle.
He's going to take it, he's going to run, and he's going to go into the end zone practically untouched for the touchdown. St. Xavier put 6 more points on the board and pulled it within 1 here at 10-9, and I'll tell you what, everything unraveled after that defensive holding call. They'd looked good, they'd held him, and then all of a sudden the defensive holding happens, and the defense becomes unraveled, and St. X moves the ball 50 yards down the field. And now is within 1 point, an extra point of tying the game at 10.
Extra point.
Snap is back, hold is down. Kick is up, and kick is good. So with 2:01 left to go in the third quarter, we have an unbelievable football game. We know it's opening college Saturday, but I'll tell you what, you're not going to find many games anywhere in the country that's more exciting and more back and forth than this one is right here between these Colerain Cardinals and these St. Xavier Bombers. It is 10-10 with 2:01 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Colerain scores first to open this game 7-0. St. X answers back with the field goal. Colerain starts the second half with the field goal. St. X answers back with a touchdown of their own. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. We're all tied up.
And again, if you're listening at home, want to contact us, let us know where you're listening from. We got this email in from Mike Hoffman, listening from home. Feeling a little under the weather, but likes to see his senior daughter cheering in halftime. Also, Gary Schatz from the Reds press box.
So again, that email address, radio@wearecolerain.com. Just drop us an email. Let us know where you're listening from, where you're watching from. So used to saying listening. Can't normally say watching on Friday nights, but we are Saturday, so due to Ohio High School Athletic Association rules, we are able to bring you live video. And we're only able to do it through the generosity of the volunteers of Waycross Community Media. So once again, thank you to Waycross and all the volunteers and for your time given to this broadcast.
Zach Johnson, Amir Reap back for the Colerain Cardinals. Good to see Johnson back in the game. Hobbled earlier.
So Curry once again, ball lined up at the 40. Going to get his foot underneath it and see what he can do. It's going to be a returnable kick. It's going to be caught by Johnson at the 4-yard line, taken up to the 10. 15.
Get him!
He's got a team. He's up to the 30 to 35. And he's got one man to beat, and he couldn't quite beat him. Tackled by the kicker, number 25, but not before he gets all the way out to the Colerain 40-yard line. Is that where they're going to mark it? 40, 41 maybe? 41-yard line. Great starting field position for the Cardinals.
Nick Curry might be a kicker.
He's a big kicker.
He's a big kicker, almost 200-pounder, and he does a nice job just getting the...
Well, and I've complimented the Bombers time and time again when it looks like Colerain's broken that big play.
Yep.
There's one guy to beat.
Always.
They make the tackle.
They do.
They make the
Look, they're fundamentally sound football team.
team.
Absolutely. That's why you love playing games like this. Doesn't do you any good to play anybody you're going to beat by 40. So Deshaunte Jones under center, takes the ball, hands it off to Monolo Caldwell. Look at Monolo, keeping those feet turning, getting all the way out to, I'm going to call it the 45-yard line. They may mark it at the 44.
That's the 45.
45-yard line.
44 3/4
Yep.
Caldwell gets.
Yep.
7'8".
The 205-pound junior running back.
So this is Deshaunte's time to shine. This is where he needs to put this offense on his shoulders and run it, and get down the field and put some more points on the board. Under center, takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, cuts it back inside. Going to pick up more positive yards, another 3 yards on the play. It's going to be third down and about 4.
3.5. No, that's fine.
You know, we've seen the option. We've seen a couple play action passes for Colerain. What we haven't seen, and we normally see on third down situation, you got me correct, Chris. Looking for that counter. But you know what? A lot of teams over pursue and it'll rely on speed. A very smart St. X defense often doesn't fall for that counter.
Absolutely. So here we go, third down and 4 very quickly. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff. It's a backwards pitch. Deshaunte falls on top of it, but he's taken down all the way back at the 35-yard line. So once again, in just the most inopportune situation, a mistake made by the Cardinals. A bad pitch, couldn't quite bring it into the shorter running back, and now it's going to be fourth down and a mile, and the St. X offense will get ready to come back on the field.
Well, good thing they do retain possession. Bad thing it is fourth down and long. Ankenbauer back, the dangerous return man. I believe took one back last week.
He did against Cutler. Although it does look like X is setting up to block it, although Cardinals might not need to run another play.
Yeah, the end of the quarter is going to run out here.
Yep. Colerain special teams allowing the clock to run down now, and we are at the end of the third quarter with Colerain and St. X tied at 10. They'll flip sides. And we'll get started on the fourth quarter here, which again is going to shape up to be fantastic. But you know, I got to feel, unfortunately, with that series ending the way it did, and St. X just scoring before, the momentum seems like it's changing in the Bombers' favor. The Cardinal defense is going to really have to step up here.
It's how you react to that momentum that brings out the true champion.
Yep.
There are ebbs and tides of every game. It's who rides that wave into the victory. so we got 12 minutes left. And remember, the playback schedule, which is posted on wearecolerain.com. You want to see a replay of this game. Time Warner Cable, channel 979, and Cincinnati Bellfire Optics, channel 850. This evening at 8 o'clock, Wednesday the 9th at 8, Friday the 11th at 3 p.m. Time Warner Cable, channel 4, and Cincinnati Bellfire Optics, 854. Sunday at 9 a.m. Cincinnati Bellfire Optics, 854 at 2 p.m. And you can watch it this evening at any time, www.youtube.com/WaycrossCN.
Hagenbauer back to return. Dinevsky back to punt.
Standing at his own 30-yard line, Dinevsky takes the snap, and it's a kick. It's a high kick. Fair catch called right at about the 29-yard line. So good punt by Dinevsky, not allowing the return. St. X will start off 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Score tied at 10 here, Colerain High School in Cincinnati, Ohio. I think all GMC games last night were postponed with the exception of 2, right? Hamilton fought hard and I think ended up losing. And there was, I thought, one other GMC game that got off. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Is that right?
I have no idea.
Sorry, trying to fill a little bit of airspace there. So who's in the quarterback, Brian?
I can't see the number from here.
Clifford.
Is it Clifford?
Yep, it's Clifford back under the center.
He's under center. He'll take the ball, hand it off right over the middle. This Prophet, he's got it. He makes several men miss, including Amir Reed. Stays on his feet, is going to pick up 12 yards on the run. That's the kind of running that Sean Prophet can give you. He had some good blocking up front and was able to get a big positive gain for the Bombers.
Yeah, Prophet's not one of those guys that typically is going to get that big breakaway speed run, but is going to keep going forward and make you make the tackle.
Trying to get some numbers on Sean Prophet here, excuse me.
Number 32.
Back quickly up to the line. Here's the handoff once again to Prophet, and he's just trucking now. He's going to pick up about 4, possibly 5 yards on that play. Trying to move quickly as his St. X offense. 32, Sean Prophet, a senior running back, 6 foot, 195 pounds. I don't think St. X has a starter underneath 6 feet tall. Predominantly senior. As is often the case.
The guy down in the eye is like 5'5".
Oh, that's Beck. That's the coach's boy. High formation, 2nd down and 7. Handoff is to him. He's got some speed and he runs through the middle. He's going to have enough for the first down. Met by number 5, or no, excuse me, number 6, Keontae Jones. But not before he picks up another Bomber first down. St. X offense has figured something out, boys.
Well, they just figured they're much larger than the Colerain defense. They're relying on the big offensive line, the 2 big tight ends, and it's just power football straight into the heart of the Colerain defense.
Lumpke now at quarterback for the Bombers.
Desmond Noel coming out. The Colerain defense trying to go to a little bit more speed, disrupt some things in the backfield. 1st down and 10 at the Colerain 48-yard line now. Snap is back to Rumpke. He keeps it. Missed tackle in the backfield. He's going to break through, and he's still on his feet all the way inside, down inside the 35-yard line. Another 1st down for the St. X Bombers. This defense is going to have to make tackles, and they're going to have to make something happen here because they're struggling right now to slow this offense of the Bombers down.
Now Kyle Bolden getting up a little slow for the Colerain Cardinals. Referee's going to call a timeout and get the trainers.
Cramp, maybe?
Well, he's got heavily taped over his knee, but he kind of limped on that leg. Just kind of might got caught up in blocking, so hopefully he's okay. They're going to bring in Jalen Spears.
They move Ryan Davis to the inside, Spears coming on the outside.
And another change at quarterback. The 2-headed monsters is offense from St. X Bottle. Clifford back up, is coming back out on the field.
1st down and 10 now at the Colerain 34-yard line. Score tied at 10. 10 minutes to go in the game. With St. X threatening once again. Another 1st down and they're in field goal territory. Clifford takes it, hands it off in the backfield. Hit in the backfield. Good tackle made, but not before a couple of yards are picked up by the St. X offense.
You saw Kevin Hyde there at corner blitz, makes the initial contact. The inside line, inside is able to finish the play.
Yeah, Colerain's going to, if they know they're running the ball, they're going to have to take some chances, maybe put some pressure for outside, but that kind of sets them up for the play action. St. X Bombers dictating the offense right now, dictating the pace. wearing out this Colerain front four.
9:20 to play.
Well, they had plenty of rest at halftime and plenty of rest on that first half of the third quarter, so they should not be tired at all. This is a well-conditioned football team. Here's a snap back, fake handoff. Clifford's got it. He's going to roll, and I think he's just going to tuck it and run. He's looking for something. He makes one man miss. He's going to have, I think, enough for the first down, and we'll see where they mark it.
Clifford did a fake that you shouldn't fall for. He got.
We get another look here on the replay.
He gets the pump fake to get him Beavers off his feet, but he's already 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. Know your position. Never leave your feet and hit the quarterback.
First down for St. X. He was able to convert, was Clifford on that run. So once again, Colerain defense has got to find a way to stiffen up and slow down this rushing attack of St. X. Headed by, I would say Clifford, but we've seen just as much of Rumpke as we have Clifford.
Clifford, Rumpke, Profit.
Yep. Those are the guys right now. They're finding success, and that's the same way they did it last year when they beat Colerain 2 times, once in the regular season and once in the playoffs. Clifford under center, takes the ball, hands it off to Profit. He runs up the middle. He's got some running room, taken down, but not before he gets all the way out to the 20-yard line. So 4-yard pickup on the play for St. X. You'd love to be able to hold him to a field goal here. That would be an absolute win, I think, for this defense, who's a little gassed, right? Like I said, shouldn't be tired, but they clearly are a little gassed. They're getting pushed around a little bit by a much bigger offensive
you got
line.
a 300-pound man leaning on you for 10 minutes. Tends to wear you out.
Yeah, absolutely. Under center now. Got a cornerback blitz in the backfield. Good play call. Yep, good play call by defensive coordinator Sean Cutright, and well executed by the Colerain defense.
The safety blitz, well-timed, mixed the play in the backfield.
We saw a big hit last week from the younger brother, the defensive back, the quarterback, Deontay Jones.
He is a junior?
Just a junior. It's about 6'1", 6'2".
He's a big hitter.
Bright future out of that.
Kyle Bolden is back into the Cardinals.
So a 3rd down and 7, ball spotted at the 21-yard line. They got to get just inside the 15.
Under center is Clifford. He takes it, fakes the handoff, drops back, looks the pass. He throws it, and it is incomplete. But tackled immediately by number 9, I believe, of the Colerain Cardinals. They say that. I'm not sure if that's, yeah, it was number 9 for the Colerain Cardinals who tackled him, and he is short of the first down. So it will be 4th down and short.
Interesting play call here. I think the Bomber offense wants to go for it on 4th and short, but Steve Speck is going to do the smart thing, take the points and go for the lead.
Well, you've been getting 4 yards a chunk, 4 yards a chunk, 4 yards a chunk, but if you don't get it, the emotional swing it's the
smart call. It's the smart
call. If you're at home, maybe you go for it. When you're away, you get to go for the points.
It's a smart call. It's not the right call.
But he's still got to make this.
Yep. So our Curry on to check the field goal attempt. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up.
He missed it!
The ball absolutely smothers that block attempt, and all of a sudden, momentum may have shifted. Kyle Bolden, I think, on that block.
Bolden or Reap. What happened was a mere Reap. Breeze pressure forces the errant kick, forces it low. We'll see, that Reap forces a bad angle on the kick by the kicker, and it is Kyle Bolden who gets the final hand. So I don't know if he just...
If he kicks it up, Reap blocks it.
Yeah,
the pressure forced him to kick it up.
I don't know if that was just a bad kick, or he actually felt the pressure either way.
No points. Colerain ball. First down at their own 20-yard line.
It's just another Colerain St. X game. That's all right. Ashante now in the shotgun. Looks to run. Sees a man. Cuts. Tries to bring it back upside. He's going to get up to the 20-yard line, so a 3-yard gain.
That blocked kick did go at least to the end zone. Therefore, it is a touchback, so the Cardinals start this possession on the 20-yard line.
So no gain on the play. Back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10.
When you say shotgun, but it was actually a different look there, a pistol formation for the Cardinals.
Time for this offense to impose its will. We need to see some big plays here. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. There's the handoff to Monolo. He's going to run right over the middle. Not much there, as there hasn't been all day. So, again, in my view, that's a setup play, right? So now it's 3rd down and long. You've got to find a way to get the first down here. You just have to. Your defense just had an unbelievable series. They stopped the field goal attempt. And you cannot turn the ball over here on a punt. Find a way to get the first down. Come on, boys. 3rd down and 8. deep in their own territory, 22-yard line. Score tied at 10, under 6 minutes to go in the game. This could be their last offensive possession of the game. More than likely not, but could be.
Play clock running down.
Big third down, need to go. Tom Bolden ready to call timeout if need be, but DeShante gets the snap off. He rolls to his right, looks to pass. He throws it across the middle.
He's hit a little bit early.
Number 20, the intended target, and he was met early by St. X defender. Two of them got there, and rightfully so. The stripe through the laundry.
It's going to be a pass interference call against the St. X Bombers. Getting there a little bit early. Touchdown, Colerain Cardinals.
And good job there. Patience by DeShante Jones. He settled himself, rolled out, finds the man, and just a little too early as the St. X defender. 15 yards and a first down for the Colerain Cardinals.
I don't care how you do it. I don't care how you get it, but get them yards.
So the ball will be spotted at the Colerain 37-yard line. 5:30 left to play.
Two wide receivers split. Leyendecker in motion. DeShante takes the ball, hands it off to Caldwell. Like the play call. Caldwell takes it, moves it forward, picks up another 2, possibly 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down. Colerain ate up over 6 minutes to start the second half. There's 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. You see where I'm going here?
Score. I don't care.
I don't want to score with 4.5 minutes on the clock.
I want to score. I don't care if they get it 1 play or 20 plays.
I know you do. I'd like to see a score in 1 play too, because that'll be a touchdown run. DeShante Jones takes it, fakes the handoff, pitches it once again. It's a bad pitch, and DeShante falls on top of it again. Again, a bad pitch by DeShante Jones, the senior quarterback, taken all the way back to the 30-yard line, and now it's third down and a mile. Fellas, I don't know how to explain that. He's a returning quarterback. How do we make those kinds of bad pitches?
Just a lack of confidence. It's a little bit of hesitation. He missed the last one. He's aiming that one. Colerain's going to bring in an extra lineman, Jesse Lockwood, into the ball game.
For Colerain, shooting themselves in the foot here. After scoring 27 points last week against a very good Warren Central team out of Indianapolis. Struggling a little bit offensively this week, although again, it is a very good and very sound defense they're playing at St. Xavier. Got 10 on the board, 4:13 left to go in the game. Third down and 16, and an aptly called timeout by Colerain. They want to get this right.
You say we scored 27 points last week. This St. X team scored 57. So both
50 and a half, and they took their foot off the gas.
They took that 50 at halftime.
They scored 28 points and took the foot off the gas.
Yeah, there's no doubt that this is a defensive struggle for both teams. They're coming and they're bringing the play.
Not being aware of St. X's upcoming schedule, we talked about it a little bit at halftime. This might be the best two defenses either one of these teams see the rest of the year.
And of course, for those of you listening, if you're curious, the schedule does not get any easier for the Colerain Cardinals, at least. Next week, next Friday night, the Colerain Cardinals will be traveling up the road and taking on that other team on North Bend, the LaSalle Lancers. And for those of you who, of course, followed us last year and watched Game 1, they saw Colerain lose mightily at the hands of the LaSalle Lancers. I believe it was 40-21 maybe in week 1. They'll be looking for payback next week, but right now they got to focus on getting some yards here and possibly picking up a fourth and short opportunity. DeShante under center. It's a quick pitch out to Leyendecker. He takes it, fakes the pass. He's going to keep it himself, try and find some running room. He's not going to get any against his defense. Not a bad play call, but unfortunately the receiver couldn't get open enough for Leyendecker to throw it down the field.
Yeah, we saw that. That was intended to be a double pass.
Yep.
And a good coverage and a great play.
Yeah, really
by the sophomore. You know what? It's not there. Take it and move on. You're not going to. St. X stayed home. Didn't give up the big play to Javon Hicks.
Yeah, great pressure. The defensive backs from St. Xavier Bombers recognized it right away. Went right at the quarterback, the second quarterback in that play.
So Colerain's going to be forced to punt here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, asking their defense to do it once again. It's a high snap, but Dineski's got it. He drops it. It's a good kick. It's a short kick, but it's a high kick and fair caught right at about the 37-yard line for St. X, where their offense will take over with 3 timeouts and 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to go in the game. Score tied at 10.
And it'll be interesting here. The X has had real success on the ground, but you might not have 3 minutes to run the ball like that down the length of the field unless you're setting a field goal up, but we've seen earlier the Cardinals block the field goal.
Well, this is where you really got to pay attention to big number 88.
Here we go.
Tight end.
Pete Rumpke in his quarterback this time.
So Rumpke in at quarterback, snap is back. He's going to roll to his left, try and find some room, and he's not going to find anything there. Once again, that junior, Keontae Jones, on the tackle, takes him down for no gain.
And we saw your senior, Dale Gardner, there. He immediately pointed to the sideline, said, hey, is this the read? Is this the read? They recognized the by formation where that play was going.
Well, they put a tight end in the backfield and also put an extra offensive lineman in the backfield. So he recognized that they weren't a threat to get the ball, that they were just going to be lead blockers. So attack the one man that's got the ball.
Flipper back in the quarterback.
Number 6 in motion. Flipper takes the ball in the center, drops back, fakes the pass, looks to throw. Pressure. Take it down. Number 6, Keontae Jones.
Nobody, that's grounding. That's intentional grounding. There's nobody in the area.
That is
The referees are discussing it right now.
Yep. There was no one anywhere near that play. You've got to throw the flag.
And there it is. A huge flag. A stop down. I believe the loss is down.
Absolutely.
And what's even
Here comes Sexton. Here comes the stuff, and he's not happy.
Wait.
The
visor throw.
Got about 3 foot away, threw it directly to the ground.
Hey, look, you know, guys, I'm as much apologist for St. X as anyone because I have so much respect for their program, but there is no question that was intentional grounding. He was in the grass. He was going down. His knee may have even been on the ground, and he threw the football to nobody. It's a great idea, but the junior quarterback, he just waited too long.
It's St. X. You're running the ball here. You're going to minimize the time the Cardinals have the ball.
Yep. So 3rd down and 25. Again, can't imagine St. X is going to do anything crazy here.
Maybe a very conservative screen pass to a tight end. Maybe. I don't expect him to do anything.
Yep, it's a handoff right to Prophet, right over the middle. He's got some room. But good tackling made by number 20 on the play. And Prophet take it down.
And Colerain was their last timeout.
And there you go, the sophomore who caught a touchdown pass earlier.
And got holding penalty earlier.
Yep.
On defense on that play, makes the great tackle forward. And the Cardinals will get the ball with 2:27 to play here.
Unfortunately, though, great point, Brian. No timeouts remaining.
No timeouts, 2:27. Be kicking from about his own 10-yard line. As we see, anything can happen. Special teams, you need the good snap, and you need to catch it and get it off. Not sure if Colerain will go for the block, or they'll actually go for the set up the return. Either way.
What a game. You guys didn't have anything else planned, did you? I'm exhausted. I got to go home and take a nap. It's crazy.
You got a wedding to go to this evening, don't you?
Reception, close. Yep. This afternoon. They're probably setting it up right now. My wife's at home with the kids all morning long. Running errands, yeah.
So Zach Johnson's going to set up at about the Colerain 40-yard line. Be kicking from about the 10 of the St. X Bombers.
Haven't seen a big really return by anyone today. Well, yeah, exactly. But you'd like to be starting on St. X's side of the field. We'll see what the snap looks like. Pressure put on by the Cardinals, but not a tremendous amount. It is a high kick and fair catch called. Good call by Zach Johnson, taking it down at the 42-yard line. And that's where Colerain will start off. 1st and 10. Game reset. Score tied at 10. It is 2:24 left to go in the game. St. X has their full complement of 3 timeouts. Colerain has no timeouts. It is
And we know the strength in Christian Nenevsky's legs, so they don't have to get a touchdown. 3 points will win it. They just got to be smart with
so
the
Brandon,
football.
can you do the math? How far do you think we need to get to be in Nenevsky's ring? Do the math. Okay, here we go. Fake the pitch back goes to Keontae Jones. He's surveying the field, looking for some motion. Makes one man miss. He's going to tuck in and run himself. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even pick up a yard or two, but great coverage again by those DBs.
They'll pick up 3 yards to the 45. Clock is running right at 2 minutes.
Didn't catch what you said, I think, earlier, Brandon, but you said you think we need to get inside the 30.
Inside about the 30
He's
yards.
hit him over 60 in practice,
Yeah,
but that's practice.
You know, lots of people hit long things in practice, not in the game situation. You want to get it under 4 to 5 yards.
2nd down and 7 for the Cardinals. Again now, 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. Keontae Jones taking it, running to the side, trying to find a seam, and he found one. He's going to sweep
to the 1st down, but he takes a big hit on the ground.
That is not good. Number 21 for the Bombers also down. He looks like he's going to get back up. Keontae gets back up.
We saw this against Warren Central last week. The speed, they get him outside with the lead blocker. He follows him well, almost like a kick returner. Takes a big shot at the end of the play. The elbow to the back of the head, but he gets up, he's fine.
Welcome to football. It's not a contact sport, it's a collision sport.
90 seconds to play.
First down and 10. Ball on the St. X 45-yard line. Deshaunte Jones in the shotgun. Drops back, looks to pass. He doesn't. No, he over the intended target of Zach Johnson. That ball was out of bounds anyway. I don't think he was going to be able to pull that in, but a well-executed play and good run by Johnson down the sideline.
It does.
Couldn't quite get it, but it does stop the clock, which sometimes is just as important as anything.
Yeah, good coverage by the St. X bomber, number 12. Just got a little bit of the jersey, forces him to the sidelines, uses the extra defender. Ball just a little thrown, but it does. Gives the incomplete pass, stops the clock. Deshaunte gets a chance to take his breath.
Yep.
Coach Golden gets a chance to call the play he wants.
Big players make big plays in big games, and this is an opportunity for one of our big players to step up. Deshaunte takes a direct snap, and he's going to roll around to the right, and he's got some room, and there's going to be a holding call against the Cardinals. Deshaunte tried to get around the edge, and unfortunately, I think one of our offensive linemen got low grabby.
Yeah, right there on the edge. Again, very little clock runs off the time, but it is a spot foul. The yardage that they gained on the last couple of plays has taken back, and it'll take them deep into Colerain territory. Ball's going to go back all the way to their 46.
Minute and 12 left to go in the game. Again, Colerain with no timeouts. The clock has started now. That, I think, effectively ends any attempt to try and score.
No, absolutely you're right.
We'll see. I don't think they're going to try anything.
Maybe
crazy.
a little bubble screen right here.
Yeah. How many bubble screens have we seen today? One. Maybe this is where we see it, huh? Under a minute to play. Score tied at 10. Second down and 21 for the Cardinals. Deshaunte Jones takes it, keeps it. He's going to try and get some run. Makes one man miss with an arm tackle. Stays on his feet. Gets out of 40-yard line. And he does not get out of bounds. The clock continues to run. And we're now at 40 seconds. No timeouts for the Cardinals. There's nothing they can do to stop this. And as I suggested, they'll try one play at the end here, but they're playing for overtime. You can't have that kind of a holding penalty knock you back that far and think you can do something in less than a minute. It's dangerous, quite frankly. Deshaunte takes the ball, he drops back, looks to pass, throws it deep down the middle of the field, and they got a pass interference play all over the place. Now again, that's not a touchdown. The ball is taken up to the 20, but the Cardinals will get the first down with 17.7 seconds left to go and take
15. That'll take them to about the 35, maybe?
34, 35-yard line, yep. They have enough time that they'll be able to get maybe one or two plays off.
The important
again,
thing
no
is they don't have timeouts, so you got to get out of bounds or get back up quickly and spike the football.
Yep.
So I wouldn't mind here a quarterback draw. You spread out the defense here. Quarterback draw up the middle, set it to the middle of the field.
They got to go quickly, and they got to know exactly what they're doing. No penalties. Be smart. This will be interesting because you're right. You can't run it to the middle of the field. Deshaunte takes the snap. He looks, drops back to throw, tries to find something on the sideline. He's got to do something quick. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. 11 and a half seconds left to go. He's going to pick up 9 yards on that run, maybe 8. We'll see where they mark him. But most importantly, he got inside the 30.
Getting close to Danevsky's range with 11 seconds left. Do you risk another play, or do you bring out your kicker?
I think you can run another play, and I think you do exactly what you did there.
But if you don't get out of bounds,
he's gonna play to the bounds. It's a quick hitter.
Yeah.
Get something. Either Deshaunte is running straight out of bounds.
How about a pass to Monlo Caldwell right over here in the flat with these two receivers blocking downfield? Deshaunte takes the ball, throws it quickly, caught and run out of bounds by Zach Johnson, the senior, very calmly.
Just 3 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
Gets him inside the 25.
And here we go. Christian Danevsky is going to have a chance to win the game for the Colerain Cardinals.
Steve Speck still has 3 timeouts. How many times will he ice the kicker here?
All 3 times.
He's already taken his headset and said timeout to the referee.
Yep. This is flashbacks.
Timeout. We're not even going to get that. He wants a measurement. We're not. The chains came out to the hash marks. Now they've backed up.
You're on the right hash. The ball's going to be spotted at the 31.
Speck is right by the referee about to call time.
Absolutely. Yep, the referee's already said that he's going to call timeout.
And there's the first of it.
Yep.
And
The thing was,
Dinevsky didn't even set up. He took a couple steps back and said, yeah, I knew that was
Hey,
coming.
look, been there, done that. How many years ago was we tried a last second
At
field
St.
goal?
X,
No,
and we won.
remember we did it here too.
Yeah.
And he caught it was successful. It was a much longer field goal attempt time. I think Christian was 2011. It was that long, 4 years ago.
Yeah, but
That's right. That was the We've Got Jesus game. That's right.
every practice, they end with a hurry-up field goal. And if Christian Dinevsky makes it, they don't run. If he misses it, they run. He's got the pressure from his teammates after every practice, every game of the week. Is that the same as the pressure of a big game against the big rival, a team like the Bombers?
You like the confidence, though. He looked over, knew Speck was going to get it. Immediately, he said he had his holder throw him the tee.
Yep.
He went immediately to the sidelines, lined up, took 2 practice kicks, walked right back out there, gave it the tee to his holder, and they'll reset again. It'll be a 41-yard attempt.
Okay, we got Ryan Murray is your holder. Long snapper Alex Shelton. Christian Dinevsky, the kicker.
Yep, he's going to take another timeout.
Again, Dinevsky takes the tees and goes sidelines, gives him a little.
You know, I
I
complained about it 4 years ago. I'm going to complain about it again. Really, it's a high school kid. What are you doing? Let him kick the ball.
But last time he did this, Zach Gaynor took it,
Yes, he did.
put it in, and the Cardinals walked away from the victory.
That was amazing at X, wasn't it? Yeah, that was phenomenal.
Now, 41 yards is what within Dinevsky's range. We'll see if he's got the accuracy.
Yeah, that's a big kick, right?
Yeah.
We're talking high school. I mean, that's 41 is not a chip shot.
As big as his leg is, if you see tonight on kickoffs, it's very strong, but it's not erratic.
And you got a first-year long snapper who last week had a bad snap on the punt, which led to a safety. Got a first-year holder in Murray.
8.6 seconds left to go in the game. Score tied at 10. Colerain attempting a, what is this? 24, 39 yard? 41-yard field goal attempt.
He's got one more timeout left.
See if
He leans into the referee.
Yep.
You know what?
He's going to wait, I think. Tap is back, hold is down. Kick is up.
It's good.
Enough. It is.
He missed it. Wide left.
Good.
Wide left.
Dinevsky missed it. He passed his shoulder. It's on him. So the philosophy of the St. X offense, the head coach works. They ice the kicker, and once again,
And he anticipates the third one, but doesn't call it. So 3 seconds left. St. X will probably take a knee here, and we're on to overtime.
I hope you didn't have anything planned.
This is not good for my heart. It's just not. Look, any doctor will tell you this is not good.
Cardinals have have 7 DBs on the field. And St. X will line up in the kneel formation.
So St. X has a chance to go ahead and they have a field goal block. Colerain has a chance to win it. They miss a field goal.
So that will do it here for the end of regulation at Colerain High School. Your Colerain Cardinals 10, the St. Xavier Bombers 10. So as we did yesterday, Friday, at about 6:50, your captains will go to midfield. Oh no, it's 1 o'clock.
And again, what a game. You want to watch this action again. Remember, Waycross Community Media will bring this to you at Time Warner Cable, channel 979 and 850 on Cincinnati Bell Five Optics. Saturday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 8 p.m., and Friday at 3 p.m. on Time Warner Cable, channel 4 and Cincinnati Bell Five Optics, 8:54. Sunday at 9 a.m., Monday at 2 p.m. And remember, you can watch it a couple hours after this game anytime on www.youtube.com/WaycrossCM. And we'll have that link to the Waycross YouTube page on wearecolerain.com. Don't go away. Got a great game going on. Don't know where any place I'd rather be on a good Saturday morning. We got a few, just hit the, what I would say final stats, but they're not the final stats.
Final
The end of fourth quarter stats.
Exactly.
The score is 10-10. St. X with 10 first down. Colerain with only 10 rushing St. X 159 yards. Colerain 119 passing. Colerain 49. St. X 45. Total offensive plays. St. X has run 52 plays for 204 yards. Colerain has run 49 plays for 168 yards. St. X, 3 punts averaging 35 yards. Colerain, 4 punts averaging 35 yards. Time of possession, 20 minutes and 14 seconds for St. X. Time of possession for Colerain, 20 minutes and 56 seconds.
Less than 50 seconds difference between the two.
So
teams.
that's it's a close game. Leading rushers for St. X, Sean Profit, 15 carries, 71 yards. Pete Rumpke, 11 carries, 35 yards. Cameron Speck, 4 for 22, and Clifford, 4 for 19. For Deshaunte Jones for Colerain, leading rusher, 24 for 54. Monolo Caldwell, 14 to 35 for 38 yards. Zach Johnson, 5 for 19. Passing yards, Deshaunte Jones, 5 attempts, 3 completions, 49 yards, 1 touchdown. Clifford, 17 completions on 16 attempts, 1 interception for only 45 yards. Leading receivers for St. X, Ankenbauer with 2 for 12. Raines with 1 for 12. Noah Davis, 1 for 12. And Burkle, 1 for 4 for Colerain. Javon Hicks, 1 for 44 yards and the only touchdown for the Colerain Cardinals. Zach Johnson, 1 for 4. Gunnar Leyendecker, 1 for 1. Punting, we said Acuri's got 35-yard average on 3 kicks, and Danevsky 4. Punt returns, Ankenbauer 2 returns, 20 yards in returns. Zach Johnson, 1 return with 3. And that's if those stats sound almost similar, that's why we have a 10-10 game here.
So, coin toss has been won by St. X. They will choose defense, and the Cardinals will get the ball first.
A lot of teams choose defense first, so they know offensively what they need to get. If you can hold them to a field goal, you know you can get a touchdown, wins it, but you can stay conservative just knowing you need a field goal. On the other hand, if you score first and you get a touchdown, it puts that much more pressure. So it's pick your poison on that one.
So, we'll be at the far end with the Colerain Cardinals going in to their student section.
Why do these games always end like this?
Why wouldn't they end like this?
No.
It's 2 neighborhood rivals, 2 nationally ranked teams. These are guys. These guys have played pee-wee ball together. They've grown up playing in the middle school ball together. Now they get to play each other on this big stage. Normally Friday nights. This time is Saturday afternoon. I wouldn't want it any other way than games like this. It's no fun when they're blowouts. It's great to have a rival. Even if you might punch them in the mouth, they kick you in the teeth. You keep going back and forth. It's like having a brother. You beat each other up, but then again you hug and you love each other. So this is what high school football in Cincinnati and the West Side's all about.
Very poignant. Thank you, Brian. Exactly right. So first down and 10 for the Cardinals on the 20-yard line. See what they can do here offensively. There's a handoff to Caldwell. Nice safe handoff. Going to pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play. So again, the goal here is to get the ball in the end zone. That's what you want to do. Now, someone refresh my memory. Does each team have 1 timeout? The scoreboard operators.
Each team gets 2 timeouts, I believe.
2 timeouts. Okay. So they have not corrected the timeouts on the board. Each team has 2 timeouts in overtime. And of course, each team will have an opportunity with the football to see what they can do. Deshaunte Jones back on the center, 2nd down and 6. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and there's a 6 minutes on that. I guess they're not going to call it because it was incidental, but sacked for a loss back at the 21-yard line. Bomber defender didn't use the face mask to take him down, but he certainly grabbed a hold of it.
So that's a loss of 5 yards. Going to make it a 3rd down 11. Ball up to the 21.
Again, being so close, you don't have to throw here on 3rd down. They may. But outside of that first pass in the first quarter, Deshaunte's only got, I think, 1 other completion to Zach Johnson here. Let's see what he does. Under center, takes the ball, fakes the pitch, rolls out. He's going to throw it into the end zone. We'll see what happens. It is incomplete. Good defense by the St. X Bombers. It'll be 4th down and 11 back at the 21-yard line. Presumably Christian Densky will come on to attempt the extra point attempt, or excuse me, the field goal attempt.
Yeah, he throws it up in the end zone. A couple of Colerain receivers, both 6'2", but when you got a school as deep in personnel as St. X, their defensive backs are all about the same size. Colerain, luckily, that ball wasn't intercepted, and a turnover would have just been a tragic at this point, but Dineski gets a chance here to maybe try to redeem himself. He needs to put points on the board here for the Colerain Cardinals. A 33-yard attempt.
Snap is back, pulls down, kick is up, and kick is good. So Christian Densky, although I would much rather prefer those 3 points at the end of regulation, puts 3 on the board here for the Cardinals and gives them the lead again, 13-10 in overtime number 1. Now it's the turn for the defense. They've got to find a way to stop this St. X offense from certainly putting it in the end zone and even from preventing them from having a field goal attempt.
Now, as Cardinals got to choose the end, they chose this end of the field for a reason, because the possession will stay here. They still chose the section with their student section. However, we've seen the entire St. X student section leave the stands to go right by the fence. So we'll see what happens here. X needs a touchdown.
Rumke, the running quarterback in for St. X Bombers.
Rumke takes a direct snap, takes the handoff, keeps it himself, tries to go through the middle of the line, and that defense is Howard Watkins.
Watkins smothered the lead blocker.
He made the tackle with the blocker on him.
He tackled both the lead blocker and the quarterback, not releasing either one of them, not giving an inch, not giving a yard. And here comes the substitution. You know, if you're a defensive coach, what does the film room look like this week? You have to prepare for 2 different offenses, 2 different quarterbacks, 2 different styles of play.
Yeah, now all of a sudden, Rumke out, Clifford in. No gain on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Clifford under center, takes the ball, rolls, gives it to Profit. He cuts it back across the middle. He's on his feet. He's taken down, but not before he gets it across the 15-yard line down to about the 14. It'll be 3rd down.
And you think maybe this might be 2-down territory. If you're actually getting enough positive yardage, it's 4th and short. They might go for it here rather than go for the top.
3rd and 3, if they can get it within 3rd and 1.
Watkins coming in, Watkins coming out, Desmond Noel going in. Watkins kind of favoring that left ankle, almost maybe he twisted it on that last play, so that could be a factor here. It is 3rd down and 3, ball on a 13-yard line. The defense of the Cardinals needs to step up. There's a handoff to Profit. He's going to be taken down in the backfield by number 12, the super sophomore, Danny Bolden.
He might have lost a couple yards there.
He absolutely did.
That's going to take the choice, I think, out of Coach Speck's going down, and here comes the kicking unit.
Well done by the Colerain defense to penetrate, get underneath those big bodies, and make a play in the backfield. The ball is taken back to the 15-yard line.
This is to be kicked from the far left hash. Kind of a tough kick for a right-footed kicker.
So best scenario here for St. X is they can tie the game when we go to overtime number 2. Best case scenario for the Cardinals, he misses or we block.
A near reach, great pressure from the outside last time, and here goes Coach Bolden.
Timeout Cardinals. I love it.
Wait. I'm going to call you out.
I love it. It's a great play call.
When they ice our kicker, you complain that just leave the kid alone, let him kick. When they ice...
Excuse me. He called timeout twice. We've called it once.
Well, you got another timeout left. Coach Bolden might use it. I'm just saying.
We'll see.
You've been accused of being a homer in the past.
Accused? No, there's no accused. I gladly wear that.
I love you, brother. It just doesn't get any better than this. Less than about 7 miles between these 2 schools. 3 points separate them right now. 1 play to tie it up.
Here we go. We've seen so many comebacks on this field. Colerain has only lost twice on this field in 10 years. Once last year to Louisville Trinity and once to St. X back in 2011. That's it. We just don't lose at home. It's not something we do. So here we go. No time on the clock. A field goal ties it. A miss. Cardinals go home to victory. Step is back. Hold it. It's good! The Colerain Cardinals have escaped with a victory over the St. Xavier Bombers. 13-10 here in week 2. And what a huge victory.
The kick was on the low. Not really sure who got it. But there was somebody, the secondary, no linebacker team right from this. Get right can try to see on the replay. We've got chaos. The team celebrating with the student section there, and they're in a huge block. Colerain Cardinals celebrating. We got a big victory. Coaches pulling back. Don't celebrate with your team before shaking their hand.
Absolutely, coaches yelling at the players, get back up here at the 50. We're going to go through, we're going to shake the hands of this team who was down 10-3 for the Bombers, and they came back and tied it up, had momentum on their side. We had some things going against us, but this Colerain team will not be denied on their home field, and they pull out the victory.
We're going to watch the replay here on Waycross. The snap is good. The set's good. The kick is right up the middle.
It's just a low kick.
It's a low kick.
Yeah.
Not sure who got it in the middle.
But somebody got their hand on it, and it careened into the air. And 2 blocked field goal attempts in a row for these Colerain special teamers. Do the job, get it done, and the Cardinals find a way to win over, again, a very good St. Xavier Bomber team who's going to win a lot of games this year. The Cardinals move to 2-0 on the season. St. Xavier falls to 1-1. I don't know what else to say, guys. I mean, we kind of went through the stats at the end here, but special thank you to all of those helping at Waycross Community Media for all that you've done for the broadcast today and in the future. I believe we'll see them again when Lakota West comes here to Cardinal Stadium. This was a great game. We're so very appreciative, and thank you for those in the truck, Tony Suarez and the whole crew. For those of us here at WeAreColerain.com, Brian Wyatt, Brandon Wyatt, Mike Wark. And we've got Matt Wood down on the field, as well as Al Gabriel taking pictures. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us. WeAreColerain.com, Waycross Community Media presentation of Colerain Cardinal football.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title, along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.
The Waycross Community Media Archive has community events, sports, civic and school concerts spanning over 3 decades. To order any production from Waycross, visit www.waycross.tv or call 513-825-2429.